No,
It's cool. No.
basically, but no, it's different.
Well,
it's like a
whip-
tub.
Cool Whip is basically using like vegetable oil as like the.
Does it come in a can? Like, does
No.
it squirt in? No.
No, it comes
It's
in
like a plastic tub.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You sounded really offended by that.
What? I'm not gonna even ask.
It's squirty
We're talking
cream,
about
Josh. That's
Oh,
what
the
we're talking
squirty.
about.
Oh, I forgot that's what you guys call it, right?
But I was asking
Squirty
if Cool
cream.
Whip is the same as Squirty Cream.
Yeah. Cool Whip
It is
uses,
it's just in the tub. That's right.
Right.
But the thing is, Cool Whip uses vegetable oil and skim milk rather than heavy cream.
Oh.
That is offensive.
Yeah, it's kind of disgusting. But yeah.
It's not good.
As a skimmed milk enjoyer, that is disgusting.
As a vegan.
How did you just out yourself like that, Jasmine?
What?
Well,
You just outed yourself as a
I know
milk
you
enjoyer.
did.
Yeah, I enjoy skimmed milk. I had
would-
skimmed
You're
milk
just
in
gonna
your
graze
house
over
when I
that?
came to visit.
well, you might just graze right over that.
I'm not saying.
You letting that go?
That every night at 10 p.m. when I came
You're
into
just
that
cool with
kitchen and
that?
made a cup of tea, it
In
was
this
skimmed
house?
milk I was using.
Skim milk
bitch.
in the.
In the house.
That's all right.
We're
You know
just
what?
gonna act like that's cool, huh?
Yeah, we're just gonna play D&D like that's cool. That's okay.
We're
Fine.
gonna act like that's not the most fucked up shit you've heard today.
I did hear eggy bread today, so that's fine. But
Eggy bread.
welcome to Tales of Arvyre.
Eggy bread in it.
Hello, gamers.
Toting a fucking hole in it.
Oh man.
Fuck it all.
Welcome to episode 13. It's actually episode 13. No, last time I blue screened. I'll say it. Last time I blue screened, so we couldn't record that episode. So here we are.
Apology
It was
video
was
right now.
long combat, so you didn't miss anything.
Yeah, it was combat. Come with a little exposition. It's fine.
Correct.
But last time on Tales of Arvyre, the group, after making their way to the docks, engaged in battle with strange grafted beasts. And as they fought, things looked very grim for the party, facing off against these abominations. But with the help of Maros, Dunn, and the free roamers, they managed to save some of the dock workers along with a Knight of Gold. After
Dunn did nothing.
Dunn did nothing. He
Yeah, what are you talking about? Dunn didn't do shit.
He came and assisted.
He came and he saw.
Truly, he did come and came and saw. But after kind of things
He
quieted
came in his
down,
pants.
after things quieted down from combat, you guys quickly met some of the free roamers, Shaxana, Dubel, and Kleber Nun. Also, when you returned to the oddity, you were given a message by Lunaria Still, another member of the free roamers, to meet Dunn at a location the following day. Beltha, during that time at the scene, you found something. A small, well, mid-size fish scale. Quickly pocketing it and not mentioning it to the group as you walked back. And that's where we are. You guys have taken a long rest. Yori grabbed his armor. Made a point to do that. And where it's the next day. Pressing at the long rest button if you so please.
Oh, yeah. I'm rested.
What is everyone doing?
Can I ask
What's
a
up?
question?
Sure.
Can I just change my stats in some way where I get one extra hit point? Because I'm on 68 and it's fucking pissing me off.
That's a lot of HP. That's a lot of HP for a caster.
I know, but I just want one more. I just want one more.
What happens when you level up and it's gone? Then what?
Exactly.
I'll cry.
Skill issue.
Yep.
You can't get a 1 next
Yeah.
turn because we re-roll 1s for health. So might as well get it now.
Well, what do you mean? Just 1 HP for? Oh, you mean? I see what you mean.
How long did that take you, Josh?
Yeah, I didn't.
She
Yeah, it
said,
took me
"I
a little
want
bit.
1 more HP," and I was like, "Oh, she has 68."
I was like, you know what? I won't give you that HP, but what I will give you is inspiration to use at your leisure. What I will give you is
Thanks.
inspiration. You may roll at advantage for any roll you choose during the session.
Perfect. I choose my hit points.
Yeah, that's
It's not a roll.
Not a roll. Anyway,
Anyway,
what is you guys are waking up? Who, what's going on with you guys? What's the plan? As you guys are healing from a strange battle, what's everyone doing?
Crossbow time.
Are you just getting up first? You're just gonna get up bright and early?
Crossbow time?
I'm just so hungover, and you're just gonna roll out of bed and just where's my crossbow? Just go straight back to the.
Just gonna roll over, Squishy. Actually,
Oh, yeah,
roll me
yeah.
D100 real fast. That's fair. Yeah, you roll over, Squishy. There's a grumble. Are you trying to be quiet as you leave, or are you just trying to just leave?
No. I forgot there was somebody else here.
Yep. You wake, Scotia, as you kind of roll over. She's like, "What time is it?"
It's crossbow time.
And you kind of see her look at you, and oh well. Let me know when you get back, and she'll just kind of roll back over. Annoyed that
It's
you.
gonna fall backwards out of the tent door.
Yeah, the oddity. Okay, I'm gonna ask you, how early do you think you got up? You said bright and early?
Yeah, like
Like 7-ish, or like, are we talking?
like
You said hungover, so I assume
I don't think it's.
like sun hasn't come up yet.
Yeah.
You just
well,
can't fucking.
Mara's, he got up to pee kind of early. And instead of just getting up and going to the bathroom, he just woke up with extreme hangover anxiety.
Oh no.
And so he's just up. Not well slept.
Oh. I mean, you said it.
What do you need from me?
Give yourself 1 point of exhaustion.
Okay.
See disadvantage on saving throws and ability checks, what I'm saying? As you make your way out of your tent, the oddity is open early most of the time. This is probably like, there's probably not everyone's open, but definitely the quartermaster's tent is open, and a few other kind of businesses would be getting up to kind of just do their early morning kind of prep work. Are you heading straight to that part in the oddity, that block where the
yeah.
Okay. As you kind of head through there, you, like I said, you see a couple people opening up and kind of like stretching and kind of getting the tents and things open. You pass near the quartermaster's tent. As you look in, they are there's Roman perception check here. Obviously at disadvantage for sure. Still hungover. A 6, you kind of peek in and see kind of a candle, kind of lantern light. The quartermaster's post is still lit as well. It's a large tent, and you see like kind of two workers kind of moving in and out, and that's kind of all you really see. You don't really see the quartermaster himself.
Then
As
I'm
you walk toward the part in the oddity where the ranged arms master is, you see him up. It's a Goliath man, dressed plainly. He has kind of short, jet black hair. You can see kind of the markings on his face as he kind of is getting things out. You see him like putting bows out, putting kind of things out for the day. He's getting his tent set up for the day. What do you do?
I'll approach him.
You see him kind of look over at you like, oh, hello, sir.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
He's like, how can I help you?
I was wondering if you had my crossbow.
What was your name again?
Morris Fletcher.
And you see him kind of go toward the back. And as you look at this guy, he's definitely about 7. How tall is Mars? Like 6 something, right?
I think he's 6'4".
This guy's like 7 foot tall. Not as tall as Yuri, but still approaching that height, like using like 7 or like 7'1". He's like kind of leans over and opens up his book. He's like, You see him like paging through. Oh, Fletcher, I see a crossbow. Okay. And he goes kind of back into his tent, and you see him bring out a crossbow to you. He's like, so, did a couple things to it. You said you wanted it to be tuned up, so we did that. And he kind of shows you like the string here is you can pull this back a bit quicker than usual. And he's like he quickly loads like readies the string, like so quick access to that. I also added and you see on the side he put where you can like say you can put kind of 2 extra bolts here on the side if you want to like not have to pull anything out. So here's a little quick access here. It's like as he like kind of shows you this crossbow, he's like, is anything else you wanted done with this? This is kind of all I could do within a day.
No, I think that's probably fine.
Sure. And he's like, well, it's like, I can't remember. Did you already pay?
I did.
I see. And he'll kind of just hand over the crossbow to you, and he's like, well, use it well.
Thank you, sir. I will.
And what I want you to do is give yourself a crossbow +1.
Mm-hmm.
And because of its craftwork, you ignore the loading property
Ooh.
on it.
Very
Because
nice.
of the quick access to you can store like ammo kind of close and then quickly just reload it.
It's that shit that John Wick does with the shotgun shells, like right next to where they go in the shotgun.
Oh
So-
hell yeah!
You fire the crossbow, right? And as you're pulling it back, the bolt is like on the side and you just pull it up into place.
Yeah. So no, and you know, another way that this might have happened would be like kind of artificial means, but this way this guy's he's a good craftsman. He just was like, well, like you don't need to do that. Just already have it there and already make sure like the bow can, the crossbow can just quickly be loaded fast. No magic required. And you see him kind of get back to what he's doing. The bow that he was drawing yesterday, his art is done. It's beautiful. And you can see, actually roll me, now that your kind of hangover is wearing off a bit, roll me an arcana, well, roll me a perception as you kind of look at his wares, as you're kind of going away. You can see briefly in the bow kind of runes carved into the bow, and you don't know if they're magical by nature, but they seem like, no, I would say you know this because on your crossbow those same runes are there. Is how he figured out that it was his work when he saw it the first time. As you're walking away, but kind of eyeing your new weapon, where are you going?
I'll head back to the Odyssey. I'll go back to 10. Like a smart DnD Odyssey. Nope, I'll go back to my 10.
There's 10.
So you see Yori leaving the oddity in your direction.
He's coming towards me.
Good morning, Fletcher.
Oh, good morning, Yori. Look at this crossbow. It's looking pretty nice.
That's very well made. Huh.
It's the like projectile weapon guy over there. He's got a really nice bow he put together like yesterday.
You know, I've been thinking about getting a different weapon.
Oh yeah?
I mentioned it in the bar, but the great sword is a bit too much sword for
A little
practical
too
use.
great. Yeah. It's like
It's
a
really
giant
only
sword.
useful when there's, you know, a big creature that needs to be killed, which I'll grant seems to be
Right.
happening a lot.
Maybe something a little lighter. You can like accumulate more damage over time type beat
I was-
rather than like
I
one
was
big
thinking
one.
hand scythes.
Ooh. I bet I could probably make some of those. I don't know if you want to shop
Yeah.
around, but I think we could definitely work something out.
Yes, could you make this sword into hand scythes at the end of a chain so I could throw them, pull them back?
Yes. Absolutely. That is a phenomenal idea. You just want like a single blade, or do you want something like a four-sided, like three-dimensional morning star type thing? Like
No, I think just one. One
just
side.
single scythe style blade.
I think for the most part I will be using these, you know, with them in hand.
Okay.
So I do want them to primarily be effective for that.
Okay. I could definitely do something like that. So you want some handles at the base of the blade so you can hold them in your hands, but then you can also, you know, a chain attached, maybe like a bracelet or something, so you can just swing them around.
Something like that.
Yeah, I can do that. I'll start look around for some metal. I think I still have some left over.
You can use what's in the sword as well.
Oh, perfect.
Anyway, I was going to go work out, take a run around the city. Are you headed back?
I am, yeah. I drank a little too much yesterday, so I think I'm gonna probably lay down for a minute.
I did as well.
You're just pushing
I-
through it.
Have not had a drink to that level in decades.
Oh god. Yeah, I had some good bourbon there. I don't
Is
know
that
if I
what
can
it
go back
was?
there though.
He definitely seemed upset about all the dark and stormies attempted to order.
Yeah, they were really offended by that. I didn't think it was that bad, but you get around, you start getting start asking questions people don't want to hear in other
It seemed
places,
like a pride thing, like a weird rivalry pride thing.
Yeah. Actually, now that you mention that, that's been a thing. That's been a thing that's happened with a few bartenders.
What is it about bartenders?
I don't know.
It's just a drink, man.
Yeah. It's just, a couple fluids mixed together in a glass. It's not that big of a deal, but they get worked up about it. That guy, I thought that guy was gonna try to fight Kook or something. I was getting worried for a second. He was getting pretty worked up about it.
Preparing to do a murder. Yes.
Like jump cut to Terry at the Highball Tiger, like, people are talking about me. Well, another round of dark and stormy. It's like, just living his best life, just unbothered.
Cool. Yeah, I think Yuri heads off to go take a jog.
Morris is gonna get taken out.
Yeah, you get like a groan from Scotia as you come back in the tent, but like kind of an acknowledging groan. But she's still definitely, not hair fully wrapped, but kind of tied into a braid. It kind of just rolls over as you come in. Yori, you're just heading out for a run?
Yeah.
Okay. Is anyone else around at this time? What's up? Take that as a no.
Where am I located currently?
Most
Where the
most
fuck am I?
I know most of you guys sleep kind of in that kind of area where the bodyguard tent is, basically, or like I would say you guys probably have a couple of tents to you guys, but it's in a general area. We never really specified that, but Maros definitely has his own tent set aside for you guys. He has him and Scotia tent for sure. The rest of you somewhere together.
I'll say I'll sort of like I'll get up from wherever I am and start going outside the tent just to figure out where the hell I am, just to get my bearings straight, I guess.
Yeah, you walk out from the tent, go to like the kind of the common area where you guys kind of have coffee and sit around an area. You kind of walk past, stretching. You can see that some of folks in the caravan are starting to get up. You see, roll me a perception check, actually. Sorry.
Yes.
You see, as you're looking people get up, the first person up is Simon. You see him like putting his hand on kind of the shaggy kind of reddish hair that he has. It's like, oh, you see him putting on his glasses, kind of stretching. he kind of looks over and notices you're looking at him, and he's like, oh, kind of gives you a slight wave as he's getting his tent open, getting some jewelry kind of out, things that he has like kind of in cases and things, kind of opening those up, getting that quickly out, and then you see him kind of head toward the back of his like kind of the tent opening, and he's working on. Seems like he's like setting to work on something. With 13, you can't really see from here what he's working on. He's kind of in the back, and you just see him like the back of him as he's like put on some other kind of glasses to look closer at, you know, gems and jewels.
Gotcha. In that case, I'm gonna more or less just grab food and sort of take a sit down somewhere at least, and sort of take it easy for the morning.
Yeah, well, where would you like to go?
What's the layout like of everything?
So in the oddity, it's like blocks and blocks of kind of tents, and in the middle of them, you know that there's the quartermaster's tent, or kind of the larger tent in the area. There's like actually like almost a structured lamppost, and out from here, there's an archway that Yori punched. It's a crack in there, and
Oh yes.
you see that leads out to the main kind of street, which kind of leads you to go further down into kind of downtown where the Copper Whale is, that cafe, and you could head further into the city from there. You could go down to the docks as well, kind of go further past downtown toward the edge of the city to the docks. And
I'm gonna probably actually just sit on top of the arch that Yori punched.
Sure.
Sort of just having a view, you know?
Yeah, as you grab some food from a place that's open in downtown, you sit on top of the arch, the oddity, and looking across the area, you kind of see all the tents of the oddity, and you look over and you see the sky, the kind of the cityscape, and you see the temple of the Sky Song, the large windmill spinning in the wind. And just enjoy your time up here. Roll me another perception check. Let's see if you see you see Yori. 17. Yeah, I would say like further from this spot, you can see Bree like slightly from here, and with the help of your goggles, you can see Yori kind of on his run.
Interesting. Well, I'll just plant my butt up here until something happens, I guess.
For sure. L.
I have been sleeping like a
As
baby.
it's early. Oh, you're sleeping.
I'm sleeping.
Oh, you're sleeping. As you are sleeping, where does Elle's mind go to? What things are at the forefront of her mind?
Oh, my dad!
As you are in As you said, not your dad.
Not my dad.
As you're within.
not my dad.
Freud would like a word.
As you sink into dreams, you find yourself at a familiar place. You find yourself in your room at the Dezoran Manor. As you open and see this familiar place, what do you do? Hell, what do you do?
Pause, champ, hold.
Your
I
hardware
don't.
muted. There you go.
I don't think I heard the last bit of what you said.
Clearly.
I see. You find yourself in a familiar place. The Dezoran Manor. Your room at the manor.
Oh, fuck.
What do you do?
Oh, no. Oh, no. I walk outside my room, I guess. Fuck it, why not? What could go
You
wrong?
walk outside your room into the hallway. Where do you go from here? You're in kind of one of the hallways, and you look to your left, and you see kind of the mini kind of windowed hallway here. You're in the left wing of the manor. You know your brothers and sisters kind of rooms are in this area as well. As you walk into the hallway, you see kind of nothing, just the morning sun on the kind of crimson carpet.
I go downstairs.
As you go downstairs, I need you to make me a perception check. You kind of turn to the edge of the hallway past the mini windows, and you look out and you see the city of Aramnod. Kind of, actually, you see the main lawn, the main front lawn. As you kind of walk further down the hallway and turn to kind of the stairs to head down, you see one of the attendants of the house, kind of, Lady Eldrita, how fare you this morning?
Uh,
I take it not well. Well.
no,
do you-
I feel kind of dizzy.
Oh well. Breakfast will be ready soon. You'll be seated in the main dining hall. Just try to be there on time. You know how your father gets. Honestly, it's how your mother gets. I didn't say anything. You know, as always.
Yeah.
And it's like, make sure your brother makes it too.
Yeah, I'll go check on him now.
And you, the servant kind of gives you a light bow, and he's like, and kind of heads out to this task he's doing. As you kind of as he walks past you, and you're kind of in kind of this, just the downstairs area. You can see some other kind of attendants and servants kind of moving to get things ready for the day, opening up windows and kind of, getting the house in order. Where do you go from here?
Guess I go find my brother.
You head back upstairs, and not toward the same way back to your room, but you take a left down the hallway and head toward the end of the hallway toward this room. What do you do?
Just knock on the door, I guess.
You're a he's like, mother, I'll be there soon. No, maybe it's one of the servants. Hello?
It's me, Elle.
Oh. And opening the door, you see brother looking just like you. Long, kind of, but shaggy, black hair. All your features. Wearing finer clothes, but wrinkled. And you see him, sleeves rolled, looking at you. He's like, "Oh, Elle. Wait, am I late or?"
No. Breakfast will be soon. Dude, am I real?
What do you mean? Are you real?
I mean, just pitch my hand.
And he goes to grab your hand. I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
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 As you have this realization and you see your brother Micah put his hand out to grab you, you know that this isn't real. Or that realization in your...
Oh, okay. Thank
And
God.
you see your brother's face like twist and turn, and the scene around you shifts instantly.
Uh-oh.
And as you move back from here, you find yourself in a vast space. And in the distance, actually roll a perception check as you look in the distance of this. Because there's many things around you, pieces of buildings, pieces of art and architecture. And as you look, you see a pantheon, or a stone building, I should say, in the distance, floating.
Well, fuck it. I'll walk towards it.
As you walk past here, with that 20 perception, you hear a little girl's voice.
Oh, God.
It's like muffled in the distance. What do? The building is in front of you, but the voice is to your left.
I want to go towards the voice.
As you turn from the building and head toward the voice, the scene shifts around you, and it shifts to a place you've never been before. It's a humble wooden, your feet hit a humble kind of wooden surface, and you walk forward to a kind of a hall. You see a door down a hallway. What do? You still hear the
I
voice.
go. Oh, it's not by the door. The voice.
Oh, it's beyond the door.
Do I have to go through the door?
You could if you want to.
All right, let's go through the door.
As you open it, you see clerics. You see kind of clerics. Clerics in green robes working with children. And as you look down, you see someone familiar. Someone you don't know.
Ah.
You see a child with jet black hair.
Oh.
Speaking to one of these clerics. What do you do?
No. Can I go talk to the child?
As you move in front of this child, they seem to not see you, but are talking with this cleric. As you look at their face, the face is like your face. And you hear a voice kind of booming out saying, "You're not supposed to be here."
Oh.
And you see a dragon come to rest, kind of looking almost through the ceiling of this building at you. Like, "You're not supposed to be here." And it will put its claw around you and pick you up, moving you
Oh God.
away from the scene. What do you do?
Well, where am I supposed to be, scary dragon?
He'll look at you and he's like, "You bear the mark of my brother and sister, don't you?"
Maybe?
"You stand before Muradin of the second brood, son of Aharak. And yet you wandered
Yes.
here in the midst of dreams. You are connected to this child, are you?"
I don't know. I don't know who that child is.
And you see the dragon kind of look at you. It is true, you don't. Just know that the child is safe. You've done what you did all you could, Eldrida. And as the dragon says your name, you snap awake.
Oh, fuck.
What do you do?
Oh, God. Well. Okay, well, I guess I'll just go outside my tent. Or whatever.
Yeah, you get outside your tent. You see things are moving along. Folks are fully open now as far as everyone in the caravan. Belitha, what are you doing as things are starting to open up? I would say you death without even rolling a perception check. You hear kind of a gasp and then quickly bustle out of the tent of El.
Okay. Yeah, I would have been trying to go back to sleep, about to finally pass back out, finally. And then that wakes me up again, and I'm like, fuck this. I'm gonna just get up and leave. And go to where everyone is chilling.
Yeah, you follow. I would say right now it's probably just, well, you and El. I think probably Yori on the way back. Kooks somewhere. As you kind of burst to the common area, seeing El looking. Roll me an insight check, honestly. And El, if you
Looking
would.
like she ruined my day.
El, if you would roll me deception or yeah, roll me deception.
Down to
El's looking like she woke you up for sure. You heard her gasp, but like you don't know what's going on. She seems all right.
Cool. So where is everyone? You said I cooked somewhere. Yori somewhere. Cooked somewhere. Where is everyone?
So probably you roll a perception check as you kind of step out from the tent. Here. I would say from here you just kind of squint, step out from kind of where the bodyguard tent is, looking out. Koot is not hiding. Koot is on top of the archway of the oddity. Probably by this time, Yori, would you probably be on your way jogging back?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I would say you see Koot, as you see Koot on the archway just like chilling, you see Yori making his way back toward the kind of your place in the oddity.
Big fast.
I'm gonna throw a black root at Kooked.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna be like, I'm sort of zoning out, looking off into the distance, and I just hear that, and I'm just like, wait, what? I'm gonna roll a dex
That's
save.
right. That is correct.
Alright, I'm also gonna roll a dex save because no one is. Alright. Yeah, you do have to dodge it.
Yeah, you had to touch. It's a point where you were like, I can catch it, and it's like, oh no. It's like a split second, like, It's like, whoosh. As
Yeah,
Blackwood's source.
You get wait, huh? And turn, and that's when you realize you need to dodge something, and it disappears right next to your face and reverses direction back to my hand.
Good, you thought fast.
What was that for, man? I'm just here vibing out.
I don't know, that was really aggressive.
It's okay. I wouldn't expect anything less of you, Yori. Anyway, what's up?
Nothing, just went on a run. You know I do this every morning, right?
Yeah. Fair. I'll just, Well, did you see anything interesting on your run?
Morris has a new crossbow.
Oh. Huh.
Speaking of which, did you run? You went all around the city, every borough, every place, correct?
It was the morning run route.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just
Do you-
sort of like
So just
hit the 4 points of the city.
Just for me, did you pass near the docks on your way there?
Okay, just for me, how far into the city do the docks go?
You
Or,
have to go.
To put it another way, are the like major roads up to the docks?
But if you went to the main road, but if you like cut through the city a little bit, you could have avoided the docks strategically for sure. If you wanted to like kind of get a more see everything type deal. But if you went like main streets or so, yeah, you would have went there.
I'm just gonna roll intelligence.
If you would.
Yeah, all right. It's main roads.
Okay.
There's nothing special about this. I'm just going loop of the city.
For sure. You would have seen some commotion down at the docks, even on a passive perception. You would have seen something different about the docks today.
Wow, what was different?
That's crazy. You already know there's a big ass ship in the dock. It's landed to the dock. There's a big ass ship there. Well, that's probably all you saw. You weren't looking. I don't think you were looking like intently per se.
No,
But-
what does a 16 get me though? Is that 16 is my passive?
It's passive. Okay. You would have. Obviously, that section of the dock is fucking closed. There are some Knights of Gold kind of surveying the area. There was a couple of people kind of discussing how they were going to move the actual ship out from the dock, but it seems like the commotion was like more of where to clean up.
A commotion of busy work, not
Yes, yeah, not
danger
like
or anything.
Exactly. I don't think you would have saw from what you saw at the end of the fight. You know that those bodies were burning with acid. But yeah, you definitely saw like at least 4 Knights of Gold still down at the docks. It was like more than usual, like so 4 extra Knights of Gold than usual were down at the docks. Security was heavy down there.
Something's upset them at the docks. Obviously the thing we thought, but it seems to have jived a response from the Knights of Gold. I suppose as one would expect, having at least one of them dead. I don't know if it's out of the ordinary. Good morning, Gallifan.
Hello.
Do you all want to go get coffee?
Sure.
And I mean all of us. Where's Al?
I'm here.
You look like you need coffee.
I absolutely need coffee.
She got scared by a squirrel and evacuated the tent.
Ha ha ha.
Woke me up.
Oh, I'm so sorry, princess.
That's right.
You laugh, but weren't we followed by a pigeon yesterday?
Oh,
Oh, yeah. That was a long
Where
day.
did you see this squirrel?
it wasn't a squirrel.
There was no squirrel.
There was no squirrel.
The
All
Edda
right,
shrug.
do you want to walk?
I would love some coffee. Let's go get some coffee.
Yes, I was asking, do you want to walk or do you want to ride?
Oh, I'll walk. It's fine. I'm fine.
Mars is with us, right?
Maros.
See?
You Maros is back to sleep. I would say by this time, Scotia is already up and woke you up, so you probably would be out of the tent.
Am I still exhausted?
No, you're good. You're well rested now. I think with the extra amount of sleep, you're well rested. She's like, I'm gonna go do some things in the oddity and see if Emma's project is going well. Enjoy yourself today. And you kind of see her just kind of head off.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee.
You guys have a place. If that's the place you're going.
I will go to the place.
You head over. It's busy. It is the Copper Whale. There, the folks grabbing things going. As you guys get to the small establishment that is the Copper Whale, you just head in. Okay, you hear the ting ting of the entry door, and someone's like, "Oh, hello, welcome to the Copper Whale. All of you guys. What can we get you?"
Coffee, please.
Or just regular coffee. Cool. For the rest of you,
I get a shot of espresso, please.
okay, we can do that. Yeah.
Why can't I fucking remember the name of it? It starts with a D.
Oh no.
Duncan?
These nuts gone.
Not
Duncan.
No, it's not Duncan. It's not Dun. It's not these nuts. It's not Dwendalian. That's something else.
Oh.
Dharmic coffee. What the fuck? It's
Oh,
one
you-
of your countries.
Oh,
Help me out, Josh.
Dandu. The Dandu Desert.
style.
Dandy style. Oh yeah. The Dandu Desert.
Yeah, the Dandu Desert. I have so much reason to remember that.
Oh, you weren't for
It's
that.
only
You
the
weren't here.
name of one drink.
You weren't here from that one shot. But yeah, yeah. Someone looks at you. They're like, "Oh, Dandu. And you
What do
see.
you mean, oh? Does anyone else actually order Dandu style?
Yes, they do. But like, Mr. Xavier likes to do that because it reminds you of home. And you see like there's a Earth Genasi kind of guy in the back like, I mean, I could do it. He saw me how to do it. I'll do it. And the kind of the elf woman looks at him like, okay. But there's like kind of other workers going on. She's like, okay, yeah, we can do that. Yep.
You feel good about it, son? If
Yeah.
you're busy and you would rather make me an espresso, I'll take an espresso.
No, the guy's like, hey, I will do it. You know what? He kind of showed me how to do it twice. Actually multiple times, so it's my turn to do it. I don't want to call him down just to make this. Even though he would gladly do
I've
it.
Stopped listening and walked away.
Yeah, okay, that's all right. The guy he kind of sets off to
That-
make
it
me-
wasn't just like, oh, and now I'm tuning you out. It was like, right, nod, turn.
like, oh. Like, for everyone else, what would you, just regular coffees for everyone else, or what's up?
Yeah.
Cool. You, sir? Kind of pointing out, Coot. Like, are you okay, or?
I'm sort of in the like while everyone's getting their order and stuff, I'm sort of feeding Jizo some water, I guess. And sort of snap back into focus. Yeah, just get me a double shot of espresso latte. That'd be great, thank you.
Sure. Yeah, it takes, they kind of all get your drinks. It's like, oh, I didn't forget to ask. Who's all? Are you guys all paying separately, or are you guys paying together?
I've got all of those.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Thanks, Jerry.
that was just 3 gold.
Yep. 3 gold.
Just she grabs in. They start to get to work on you guys' stuff. You guys can definitely sit outside for the folks who are more comfortable. There, Yori. There's
Yep,
definitely outdoor seating. Out there.
We go to the one corner that's like just too long of a section of fence, so they can't really comfortably put another table in there and all of the chairs. Right? So it's like the one extra table with half of the chairs necessary, but that's fine because Yuri doesn't use a chair. And we've moved it over towards the fence, so at least one of us is sitting like on the fence probably.
Well, let me sit down. I'm like, oh, I gotta show you guys something. And I'll reach into my bag. Is anyone looking in the bag when I reach in?
I'll look.
You're gonna look?
Oh, Peter.
Yeah, I think I look and
Anyone looking in that bag?
Oh,
Holy
can't-
shit!
I cannot
They're
help but
looking.
look.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yuri ripped his eyeballs off to look.
Yeah. What do they see when they look in your bag, Velitha, as you go to reach for the item you're grabbing?
You guys will see a few books, like a black book, another like leather bound book that you've seen me with a few times. You'll see a bunch of coins. See a weird eye in there, and some golden feathers. And you'll also see jostling around in there a transparent jar with a couple of gold coins in there that has tape on there, and written on the tape says the Buteo jar. And then I pull out, finally, after searching through my bag, a fish scale. Put that on the table.
What is it?
Fish scale.
It's a fish scale.
Why?
Found it yesterday on the docks.
Oh, well, that kind of... Well, alright. Out of character, how big is it?
I
Yeah,
understand
yeah.
why you would say, oh, there's just fish there. Why did you pick up a fish scale, Alpha? That seems foolish, but I do trust that this is unusual.
I need
Weird.
nature checks from anyone looking at this scale.
So
That's a fucking fish
Keep
scale.
over your shoulder to see what the hell everyone's looking at.
Yeah, as you kind of make your way over, I would say like you're like the last person in the cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of come out with everyone's kind of drink order. They gave you like a tray just to like you could sit there, and as you sit down, you see Veltha has a scale in hand for the L. Are you looking at this scale? Or are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a nature check.
Can I try and take an Arcana look at this? Or maybe medicine?
I think.
Because with a 4, bear with me on this. I look at it, and on a 4, it just looks like a fish scale. I don't know shit about fish,
Yes.
right? But I'm gonna try and look for why the hell it could be interesting. I'm not getting anything from animal
this.
types.
Nothing
I'm gonna
obvious.
go with. There's nothing obvious. I'm gonna try medicine if you'll let me.
Sure. If you explain to me what Yori is like looking for with this messenger.
These came from these like weird grafted creatures, right? Or was this one of the scales from maybe the big thing?
As you go to look at it, and you kind of look, and you're thinking about the grafters, and you think back to the kind of, you made kind of wounds on these creatures, and you saw them in detail. You know, they had kind of green scales, and not fish scales, but more dragon-like scales, drake scales almost. As you look at this, it's not that. This is a mid-size kind of scale in the like of that, same size as those dragon scales, but this is not from those creatures as you look at it. For the 17 and 16, Maros, you remember, I think it was you. You remember finding scales like these in the sewer, inside that facility, that place. The mid-sized scale with clear, kind of clear, almost blue, kind of translucent, like just a clear blue kind of color, and you can hold it in this. You kind of see it in Velda's hand, and seeing the light hit it. This is larger than any fish scale you've seen, and you know from what you've been told by Dunn's ramblings as you guys walked back, the Sahuagin are definitely scaled like this. And that's kind of what you make of this scale, that it could be from a Sahuagin, but the last time you've seen a Sahuagin was months and months ago, as you guys made the trip from the capital city to Urel. And Kook, do you kind of have that same realization, remembering briefly of that battle you had? Looking at it, this is a Sahuagin scale. And the coloration here is the same as the ones that were found in an underground place. And that's kind of all you can tell from it. This is not a regular fish scale.
So, wait, how did you get this? What did you do? Like, cut it off that giant pigeon thing?
I just saw it on the docks when we were on our way back after everything was over. So I didn't cut it off.
Thing.
I didn't cut it off anything we fought there. Also, yeah, what are you talking about?
I don't know. You guys left and you were talking about a pigeon. I showed up and there was this giant thing on the docks.
No, the pigeon was
calling it
unrelated.
a pigeon. Oh.
The pigeon was a spy for Eldrita.
Oh, I thought like the pigeon turned into that thing or something.
No,
That's why I was like, what happened to the pigeon?
it flew off.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah,
I was really drunk when I showed up there, so
yeah, well, they were like, there was no birds.
well, I mean, understandably, it was like a giant lizard thing. Probably wasn't a lot of fish around either.
Yeah. Point is I didn't take it from anything that was there. It was just already there.
Oh, is it fresh? Or is it like dried up? A little salty, maybe?
I didn't taste it. You want it?
No, I mean, you know, it's gonna be salty at this point, whether or not it was old before we got there or not. I was just curious about timing. Maybe that was like the not the first gigantic thing there. Doing that stuff.
Look, maybe I shouldn't have mentioned this. Let's get like on less sure, like unconfident. Like they think it's just a fucking scale. But like this is awkward. And just starts putting it back in her bag. Maybe I'll just go sell it. It's fine. It's coffee. It's drinks coffee.
Now I know at least one of you understands what this is besides Velvetha.
It's not. All right. It's just a scale.
Does anyone understand? Sorry, this is not about the scale. It just reminded me. Remember the person that accosted us when we entered the oddity and said a bunch of stuff and was very vague and then was trying to leave
Yeah.
and then eventually
That
said
old
their
guy?
piece? I don't think they were particularly old.
I do not remember them now.
Okay. I also don't remember what was said. I just remember that they were very vague and unclear and did not want to be there, being the messenger. And it was awkward.
Kind of like this.
Kind of like this.
L,
Coffee, huh?
I need you to roll me a history check as you're sitting there, kind of lost in thought.
Okay.
6. She's on a 6. You remember the interaction. Though they said a lot of things and they were intent on giving you something. You remember this. Honestly, you remember this much. They gave you something and said a lot of things and then left very abruptly, not avoiding a very awkward situation. But they gave you something. UL.
Did anyone from the caravan talk to any of you about what we're supposed to be doing?
No. I'm honestly surprised that we're still here, considering how
So,
long our trip was.
Where do you need to go?
Huh?
Where do you need to go?
Nowhere. Well,
You're certain?
it seems like eventually I'll need to return home, but that'll come eventually with the path the caravan's on. So, right now, I don't need to go anywhere. So here's what I'm gonna go do. Is I'm gonna go find Duncan and Dunn. I'm assuming his name. I don't know. Dunn. I'm gonna go find Dunn and show him this scale, and maybe he'll be interested in it.
You're going to willingly go talk to Dunn.
Listen, I went to you guys first, and nothing
Oh, that's
happened.
fair. I don't know what this is.
And while Dunn is done, he, at the very least, is trustworthy. So I'll go to him. Also seems like the inquisitive type. Maybe I can just drop this onto him and not have to get involved.
That seems like the more likely outcome.
At the
Seems
mention
like
of
that will happen.
the mention of Don L,
You're not gonna get her.
I'm not going to.
Mm.
It's fine. Oh, everyone was there. Jeez. No one remembers. That's fine. Play it how you're doing it. I'm just here. I'm just a guy along for the ride.
Crypt, where is your next? What are you looking for? Rods?
I'm sorry, what, Yori? I'm still like tending
That's
to
fine.
Izo in the meantime while everyone was speaking. What? Sorry, what was that?
Where's your next like rod thing you're looking for?
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
Where's the
You know, the thing I'm gonna steal? Where's the next one?
cute, but to be honest, I have no idea. It could be in the next town over. It could be on the other side of this floating space rock we're on. I don't know.
Space
but-
rock.
I mean, we'll see. You know, this thing is apparently gonna shake and jitter or do whatever it did last time to sort of hint that something's nearby. So,
So you're
So you're just going to walk all over Erd until it vibrates.
I mean, I'm sort of realizing this is sort of a bit more of a,
shit plan.
well, life mission, if anything.
Oh.
I mean, hell.
It will be a life mission if you passively pursue it in this way. We'll
Quick
take
follow up,
easily your
unrelated,
life.
unrelated question to that. What's your lifespan?
Shorter every minute.
That's very true. What Yori said. Well, I mean, yeah, it'll take my entire lifespan if I do things passively, of course. You know, I'll probably, I don't know. This is
So
one of
who
the
knows where these things are?
Yeah, the locations as to where these things are, I have no clue. I mean, you know, as they say, life finds a way somehow.
Wow.
He's not listening.
You know what? I think you'll find them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think I will. What do you mean by I'm not listening? What?
I asked you who would know where these things were. Someone must.
That is true. Someone must. I mean, I can. I can probably ask. Sorry, out of context. What the hell's the fucking Sky Dragon's name again? It's blanking out on me. Again.
Zolamond.
Zolam. Thank you. I could probably ask Zolamon. Maybe he might point us in the right direction. But I don't know. We'll see what he thinks of, you know, me I'm grabbing one rod at least.
I'm
and
just gonna
go
call
for
up your boy Zolamond.
I mean, I went to the Sky Temple and like, hey, next thing I know, I was talking face to face with him. So I mean, I guess.
I need a religion
You're all
check.
from this plane, right?
I need a religion check from every single one of you at the mention of that.
What, even me?
No, everyone except Coot.
Okay.
Natural 20. Okay. For Yori and Ellie, just like you hear Cook say that, and you're like, okay. For Velitha and Maros, you know that communion with divine dragons is in this current era fairly rare. And by that I mean a physical manifestation, like seeing them is rare. Hearing them, gaining magic from them, as like sources for like clerics and for clerics and things and paladins, it's, for sure that can happen. But physically seeing them is like super slim. And like you guys, the two of you kind of hear this and are like, he said what? And you, Maros, are like, it's very clear to you that like either he's over explaining kind of what happened, oversimplifying or over explaining what happened here.
You saw Zolamond?
Yeah, I spoke with him. He was like, what are you doing here? And I was like, I'm here to get the rods. He was like, fat chance. And I was like, you're a bitch. I know it's sort of an oversimplification, but then I was basically like, I told him you're a bitch to his face, and he was like, all right, fair enough. Prove me wrong. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that checks out.
Oh, I'm glad you can see eye to eye with me there, Maros.
Well, it's speechless.
I mean, if you need further proof, I mean, we could all just take a stroll to the Sky Temple and see what happens.
You think you can just stroll up and go 2 for 2?
I mean, well,
We
so
can get
far
him-
we're 1 for 1 right now. So I mean,
Oh no, it's more than that. In all of my training, I was told that talking to any dragon was an unlikely occurrence. And then I get to your plane, and I guess all of your gods are dragons. And so that seems vanishingly unlikely. However, I believe every single one of us has spoken to a dragon.
really? Haven't I was?
Yeah.
I haven't.
I had a conversation with Mott. I know that Eldrita spoke to Mott, as well
I'm
as...
besties with all the dragons.
Are they
What's your other one? Meriden?
Yeah.
Myrmidon? Help me out here. I don't know the fucking dragons.
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm already.
You talked to Zolamond, Coot.
Yes.
Maros, you told me you spoke with a dragon. Do you know its
Yes.
name?
I think spoke is generous.
I don't think it's not that important anymore.
I'm starting to think it is important.
It's probably important what his name was.
Well,
Did you ask? Did you ever find out?
eh,
Or did you kind of do your thing?
yeah,
Boros,
you know,
tell
I
me,
think-
yes or no, do you know the name of this dragon?
Well, it's not really alive anymore. So.
I need you guys to roll. Is that what that deception's for?
No, that was for like. Oh, that
That
sounds
was-
right.
that
We
was-
used to cook.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I need everyone to roll an insight check on Maros right now. As he's fumbling over
I am
something.
squinting at you progressively,
he's
like more and
fumbling
more
over
squinted as you ramble on. That my eyes get narrower and narrower.
I need a deception check from you, Maros, as everyone is like reading you and waiting.
Oh, pray for me.
Cooked and Yori. Maros just seems to be fumbling over the name of the dragon or whatever.
Yeah, I can't tell if you're like trying not to answer or if you just like don't know.
L. Baltha. Baltha, you know that there's something more there, that he is purposely withholding on some information here about some dragons. L, you know that he's definitely withholding some information, and that it's always been something about Maros that's familiar. Not just him being a dragonborn, obviously, but something is upon him. You can't place your finger on what that might be, but after your dream, seeing the brother of the two dragons you serve, you feel more attuned to these things than anyone else at this table. Amaras, you think it went over well? Like, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. So am I the only one that hasn't met a dragon?
I guess so.
I'm just not meeting a dragon then.
Yeah, really.
What's the difference between a dragon and a sphinx, honestly?
I thought this was a
Well.
run-up to a joke, honestly.
Yes, I'm joke-telling type.
Well, I
Have you
mean,
seen this? You heard about this?
Tell me if you've heard of this one. A sphinx and a dragon walk into it.
yeah.
I order a dark astronomy.
What is this Sphinx name out of character, really quick? I cannot find my note on it. I'm drawing a blank.
Allium.
Allium.
Allium. Yeah, I'm gonna answer your orange state. An allium is a lot different than a dragon.
Why do you know the name?
Uh,
I will go get
just to
Zone
be
of Truth.
sometimes.
I will literally leave here and go prepare Zone of Truth if you don't start telling me some answers.
I would tell you the same thing. He cooks me dinner sometimes.
Hate it here.
But the dragon wasn't, what, as friendly?
Well, that's, it's kind of between the
Why?
dragons and allium. But yeah, no, they're not the same.
What's the difference?
Well,
He's scared
dragons
of one.
like other dragons,
Uh-huh.
and then there's allium.
You lost me.
I need you to roll a dang, like, roll a history check? On a 19, you say those words, man. Dragons are friendly to other dragons, like thinking about yourself, and you remember. You remember a little job you did for Allium. You remember fighting 2 young dragons. it did not seem very friendly to you, Maros.
But
As you,
yeah.
as you kind of have that realization as you're kind of like vibing.
I mean, that's kind of what I was getting at.
Yeah, like you kind of, you're like, yeah,
You know,
I mean,
it was
they're
Allie's
friendly,
idea.
yeah.
You know, me removed from the situation. It's you know, it's a 2v1 there.
I'm gonna talk to a fucking dragon. Balthal leaves and goes to a cathedral.
Do you think we can all go talk to Zolomond? Or are we just banking on there being a cooked 1-for-1?
I'm gonna avoid that conversation for myself. But everyone else
What's
more
that,
welcome.
Morris?
Why do
I
you
just-
not want to talk to one of the
You
god
know.
dragons? How many are there?
You tell, Morris.
I have
This
sensitive
is
vowels.
No, I'm not buying it.
honestly,
He's dodging the question.
that's a question for the cleric of the party.
What was the question?
Yeah, but we keep asking her questions, and she's like, I will
Mm-mm.
file this away and not tell
And not
anyone.
tell them
What?
this. Yori
Your
asked
dumb
you,
ass has done that 4 times.
how many dragons are there? Is what Yori asked. And I will say, without even a roll, if you remember back in Fog's Edge, the cleric there had 7 gems around the necklace, and the mural there was an altar to all of the divine dragons. And they're just those kind of 7, but I feel like you know that they're you probably have a feeling that there's more than that, because when you've met some, they have said things. When you met Somner, he said the first brood. He said, and when Muradin spoke to you in the dream, quickly kind of dismissing you, he said he was of the second brood. So you know that there's definitely more than just the 7, but most people, if they're pledging themselves, it's the 7. Frel, Alabast, Sira, Zolomon, Mott, Muradin, Rallis? I think that's...
Oh, Muradin is actually one of them. I thought I was pulling that from someplace else.
Oh, you're right.
In another life, I looked
Muradin is the only one I can never remember.
because he's my boy.
I think I said 7. Yeah. Frel, Sierra, Alabast, Olamon, Mott, Muradin, Rallis.
Yeah, you got 7.
Yeah.
Well,
Rallis.
Yuri, there's at least 7.
What does at least 7 mean?
Well, there might be more. I think there's more.
I don't understand your pantheon.
You know, more or less than 7.
There's 7. But I think
No,
there's
I understand the concept of there may be more. I just don't know why they're gods and why there may be more gods.
more. Well, why not?
Unfathomable.
I think it's because there's only 7.
There is definitely more than 7.
It could be less. You know.
Mars, do you trust me?
Yeah. Of course. Like physically with my life several times.
Yes, and I trust you with mine. I'm sorry.
I'm going to cast
what?
fear.
Oh god.
You're gonna what now?
Fear. I'm going to cast fear on Maros.
Whoa.
Already read.
And it takes an action. Cone. I project a phantasmal image of a creature's worst fear.
Oh man.
I want to point this shit at Maros, hand on his shoulder, and see what pops up.
So do you see it, correct? Does everyone see it or only you see it?
I think everyone sees it.
So
And
I have guarded mine.
as it is a cone. Ooh, you do.
Yeah.
What does that
So
do?
can I just not?
Choose to
After I get inflicted with the condition of charmed or feared, very specifically after, then I can just
After.
not be anymore at the
How-
expense of the
how-
psionic guy.
I will say
You do have to. So there's a wisdom save.
Yeah, so,
So if you
roll
make
me
that,
give,
then maybe
give
this
me the
doesn't even
wisdom
happen.
give me the wisdom save for sure. Or
Okay, so I think what happens is Yori puts his hand on your shoulder, and then like from underneath, like in the seams of the armor and up his arm around you comes these like shadows, and then they pull back and form, you know, the image of whatever you most fear.
what I will
However, briefly, like you can probably pretty immediately shut that shit down.
say, what I
but
will
Oh,
it's
so
gonna be
you're
just like
looking
5
looking more
seconds.
for the illusion. I see.
I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at this thing. I want to see what it is.
what I will say happens is as you place your arm on Maros, you see the tendrils sweep out from your arm, and then Maros, you see this happening and are like looking at Yori. It's like slow motion looking at Yori. You see the tendrils go onto you and then pull back out, and then they hit the stone, like kind of the stone of the outdoor area. And Yori, you look down toward where your shadows went, and then you see a line form, and then it opens. And what you see before you is a large dragon eye, red, as it like looks up and then focuses on you, and then focuses on Maros. And then Maros, you feel the effect of fear quickly and cancel it. Your mind kind of pushes Yori back, and your hand like actually physically pushes off of Maros. And
I let him go. As soon as I see the dragon eye, I've let him go.
What are you guys doing?
Okay. Who is that?
It's my dad.
I need a deception. I need a deception. Right now. I need a deception. Holy shit.
God
A
damn
natural
it.
20. He gets the natural 20s when he needs them, by the way. Just when he needs them. They're never like, you know, during some times, it's just like right when you need the natural 20, Grady, you just get it. Right? I would say like you guys didn't, unless you guys did look at Yori, all you guys saw was the flash of red briefly. And like you go to look and it's gone. But Yori, you clearly saw the dragon eye open and look. And you guys are sorry, go ahead.
I think Yori is, he's bent down, not all the way. It's not condescending, but he's looking at Maros in the eye. And it's like halfway between glaring at him and just like sad, right?
All right, if you're trying to look Maros in the eyes, I will definitely say that you notice he is very much so avoiding eye contact.
Yeah, even on this like natural 20, at a base value, everyone else looking at Maros like, yeah, my dad is like quickly like, okay, Maros is like, he's fine. But even the smallest just things tell you, Yori, like There's something there. I just don't know what it is. But something is not. Everything's not okay.
I won't push it. But I don't like you hiding this from me.
It's my dad.
It sounded less convincing the second time you said it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, we were supposed to meet Duncan. That's what that fucking person wanted. I was trying to figure it out all last night. They came and told us to meet somewhere, and they never said what it was about. But it has to be Duncan.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's what a free roamer is. Not Duncan. Duncan, I don't think, is part of their group if they're smart. But those two that were there, it helped us out on the docks.
What was it? Kebler?
You got a name?
Yeah, he was asking me something about light beer.
Light beer. Gross.
Yeah, that's what I said. He was very happy when I said that too.
Wherever Klebs is, he's just like, yeah, hell yeah, that's right. Who would drink light beer?
At this point, you realize Velth is gone.
Oh, fuck. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, fish scales. Right. Well, we know where she is.
Yeah, she should make sushi or something.
What? No.
Sorry, sashimi.
Why are you like this?
I don't know.
I'm all for it when we're bullshitting someone else, but you cannot bullshit me, Fletcher.
I'm not trying to.
I know. It's instinctual. Let's walk and talk. Does anyone need any gear from back at the tents? Or
I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm fine as well. I'm chilling.
Lady Disoran?
Oh, I was muted, but I'm good.
Then we away.
Sure. Velitha, where have you gone as you kind of slipped away? I think right as Yori stood up and said, I'm going to fear, casting fear on Maros. It was a commotion enough for you to kind of clock Maros' look as he said, oh, it's just my dad. And then kind of slip away from the group. Well, where are you heading to?
Go find Dunn.
Sure, give me an investigation check.
I thought it landed on the natural 20. It landed in the corner.
Poggers.
That would
It
have
was
been
a
a cocked roll if we were real dice. I would have let you roll that. No,
It's in
no.
the corner.
Yeah. What I will say is that you can definitely try and ask around for Dunn. On a 3, that you won't be able to find him without some form of help. Maybe even when you ask someone's like, no. People are not really where you're heading. They're not really kind of open to listening or anything like that.
Yeah. I'm hitting a wall, and to that point, that'll.
It's probably not all that unlikely that you'd have the same result going to any shopping mall and being like, "Do you know where Steven is? Anyone know Steven?
Exactly.
It's
I'm looking for
exactly.
Steven."
Like,
So it's at
who?
that point where I'm like, this isn't working, and I'm just gonna use sending and try to send a message to him.
Oh, I forgot you had
Let's
that
go.
prepared. That's really smart. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. You focus on the image of Dunn. You've met him before. You know who he is. Yeah. 25 words or less.
Hey, Dunn. It's Velitha. Where are you? I have something to show
And
you.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so
think it
sorry.
probably-
Thank you.
Probably got cut off, but
No. You said Dunn. No, you're good. Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Okay.
done. Where are you? I was going to show you. Okay. You get it's a little bit, but you get a message back. You're,
And it
Yes.
cuts off before he says. It's like, what? Who's talking? What is that? Who's that?
he's like, who's,
Oh.
he's like, who's talking? Oh, yes, it's me. I'm staying at apartment. Lunaria gave location. Possibly, maybe.
Not based on syllables.
No, no. True. Is it possibly? Maybe? No clue. But find your way. And then the the message cuts off.
Apartments. Thanks, Dunn.
Roll a history check on the name Lunaria, though. For sure.
Another 3.
You've met this person. Me as the DM, I'm like, you've met this person twice, but like in the span of some weeks. Yeah. You think, like Lunaria? I don't know who that is, Dunn. I don't know who that is, but we have the location. Checks out, like, okay. Apartment.
Start heading to different apartments and be like, "Yo, it's Dunn here." What's my next plan?
You said you're gonna do what now? Sorry.
That I'm gonna go from apartment to apartment. Like, hey, it's Dunn here.
Oh no, give me an investigation.
Get a 3.
True.
All right.
That's about as good as it's gonna get with how long this will take.
Yeah, you're kind of heading from door to door. Like someone comes like, "There's no Dunn here. There's no Dunn here," and kind of getting slammed in doors. I would say at this time, like, what is the rest of the group doing as you guys are kind of walking and talking?
I want to see if I remember an actual location. Because
Yeah,
bits and pieces of it have been coming back to me
sure.
as I, out of character, choose to remember them.
On a 15, you remember the blue orc giving Elle a piece of paper and kind of being like, "Hey, take this, please, so I can go," and then leaving. So you
We're
might...
walking in a direction, and Yori stops walking and turns and stares at Elle.
What the hell?
Where's the letter?
What?
Where is the letter you were given by our messenger?
What? What?
I feel like Yori's gonna just pick Elle up and just shake her. Just turn her upside down and just shake.
I am this close to emptying your pockets via gravity.
Oh my god, fine, I'll check my freaking pockets.
Inside your pocket, there's a lot of money. There's just a cash and there's
Obviously.
coins and coins. No, there's you see your focus, your your holy symbol of death and life, and then you like kind of like moving over. Like, you find a folded piece of paper, new to you.
Oh! This letter?
Yes, that letter.
Take it.
You take 15. You take 15 cards. Take it.
Bitch.
He hands over just a simple piece of paper to you, Yori.
Cool. Is there anything on it?
Oh no.
don't need
Going to
to
open it.
read it.
There is a location, some directions to get to a place. It says just come here at any point tomorrow. Come to this location. Signed done.
One has to wonder what other pieces of information you are unwittingly withholding from the group.
It's just a letter. I mean, you haven't even told me the context yet. What do you want?
I didn't tell you the context where we were going to find Dunn based on a message given to us by that orc yesterday, who handed you
Oh, yeah.
this piece of paper.
Listen, it's been a really, really long day, Yuri.
Do you need another cup of coffee?
Yes, please.
I bought one to go.
Oh yeah,
I feel like it's
Oh,
just
yes.
a coping mechanism at this point.
truly.
He's already holding it out as he asks the question.
You don't know what I've been through, Cooked.
Yeah, okay, dude.
I need to roll me inside check real fast.
Yes.
Not just for me.
The party's literally
for
been
you?
through the same shit for the past year.
True. Like,
Yeah, really.
For fuck's sake.
And Kook's like, you're right. I don't know what you've been through.
yeah, no clue. Yeah, she's good.
Like,
I think
"Hey, not mine.
you look-
fucking life."
You look at Al, and then you'd see Yori like look at you like and shake his head, just like don't push it.
That's a none of my business roll.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
That's what that crit fail is. You don't. I'm not asking. I'm not going further.
Mhm.
I'm minding my own damn business.
Damn straight.
Yeah, you guys have a heading. Bella,
Because I actually have to BRB really quick.
Yeah,
So
that's fine. We're gonna take a break
just-
right
they're
here.
They're gonna beat me anyways.
They are going to beat you. They're
Oh,
probably
By a
run into you
while.
on the
By
way.
a while.
They'll run into you on the way, or probably beat you there. But we'll take a break right there as you guys have a heading. Take a couple minutes to stretch. Get some water. We'll
I need to
be
fill
back.
up my water. You ran.
All right.
Well, I made the question out to anyone who's willing to.
What's up?
Do you think fake crab meat is underrated or overrated?
I think fake crab, it can be good if used correctly. I don't know if there's a correct way to use it, but like I think
California roll.
yeah, California. There you go. Used in a California roll, used in kimbap as well. Very good.
Ooh.
I
I've
think
not
all
tried
crab
kimbap
meat.
before.
is
Kimbap?
stupid.
Kimbap? Sorry. Kimbap?
Yeah, I've not had kimbap before.
Very good. Good.
Korean, right?
Yeah, Korean. Yep. I like a
What is
Korean
it? Like exactly?
Usually like pickled vegetable, imitation crab, carrots, and what else is it wrapped in there? But there's like a lot of different ways to do it. There's like you can put like tuna in there. You can put like actual bulgogi in there as well. Like there's a lot of different ways to do it. Very good.
It's a very staple and transformative dish.
Oh yeah,
You can do whatever you want to it.
especially like if you go like when my sisters went to Korea, like if you get in the convenience store, it's like super cheap and just like super just like staple filling kind of food. Like you're like what, $3 and you're like 2 full rolls of kimbap and you're like, cool. Let me get me something else too. Give me some, convenience store ramen or some shit. But yeah, we're all back. We're all good.
I haven't heard of Arthur yet.
No, Arthur. Hey, if you ever get a chance to try some really good Korean food, do it. Don't hesitate.
Korean
Old
food
W.
slaps.
Old
I'm
W.
jealous your sister went to Korea. That sounds cool as shit.
Yeah, both my sisters, they went to Korea. I wanted to go, but, it's a lot. It's a lot.
How long ago? Yeah, that's a super
They went
expensive.
before COVID, so it was like, I think 2018. 2018
Oh,
they went.
nice.
They're trying to go back again. But, shit has to be it is a bit better, actually.
Yeah.
I think it's only Japan that's not fully open yet.
Well,
Do you know like what
you
part of
can.
Korea?
They went to Seoul. They went to Seoul and then Busan.
Oh, nice.
And Seoul and Busan the first time they went.
Yeah, I feel like Korea is like a thing you do if like you're just visiting Asia for a month, where like you'd spend a little bit of time.
Oh
in,
yeah,
like,
the plane ticket is cheap,
Japan,
right?
and then to Korea, and then to maybe Taiwan and shit.
Oh yeah, and if, like I said, the plane ticket is like 100 to 200
Yeah,
to just go to Japan from there. Like
easy mode. Yeah.
truly, it is. It's that flight where I was like, oh, okay, wow, you can just do that. U.S. flights be like 400 to go down south. It's like, oh, that's crazy. Honestly, it's more than that. It's like 500 or whatever. Like, nice. That's cool. That's sick. But yeah, honestly, we can start with I need an investigation roll from you. Honestly, an intelligence. Maybe, like, just an intelligence. Straight intelligence. I mean, investigation is intelligence. That's fine. But investigation roll from you, Velitha. The DC is, like, way lower because you hit 2 things already. Jesus.
Pain.
I was like a 10. I was like, surely they can get a 10.
You thought. You finna thought.
Anyway, back to the party.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm
You,
still
like,
looking.
Yeah, you're still looking. You like, I'm like, man, asking door to door.
It's like a Jehovah's Witness.
Asking door to door wasn't like the right thing to do. People slamming doors in your face. You're like, not sure where to go now. But circling back to the party, Arthur, are you there?
Watch Arthur actually be here, but their mic is just absolutely like stuck to hell.
That would be crazy.
Hey guys, hello.
Hello?
They're actually just so sick of our shit collectively. They're just ignoring the whole
No, I
party.
mean, I like it
Thumbs
when
They
you guys.
just check the fuck out.
I like it when you guys are figuring stuff out. That's perfectly fine.
Oh yeah, that shit's fun.
I mean, I'm just big chill.
I'm not gonna lie, I was having a tough time staying in character before break with some of the art peaks. I just kept like laughing when I was not supposed to be laughing.
You're perfectly fine. You can do that. I did not expect Arthur to cast that on you, but you learned a lot. Everyone learned a lot about everyone in character learned a lot, and that's
Jory
okay.
was like, "How dare you lie to me?" And I was like, I was trying so hard. I was just like turning the other way.
I mean, that's why I mute my mic to laugh, but that's my secret privilege as the DM, where I can just be.
That's why I
really
always
laughing.
mute when it's not my turn.
But yeah, as the other group is kind of walking towards this location, I'm going to need an investigation check from whoever's kind of leading the pack here. Should probably be like Kooked or Maros here. Investigation check. Investigation 17. Yeah, you follow the directions pretty well. Kind of heading past downtown. You kind of go past the safe haven, and you look over and see that the hole is not fully fixed, but it's getting there. As you see him actually outside working on it. Do you do anything as you pass safe haven?
I'll just give him a polite wave and hey, still working on the hole there, huh?
He's like, yeah. Gotta make Millie happy since I.
Sounds like fun. You have a great one now.
Yeah. And you can see him just like sweating, kind of putting some
Oh,
other
wait,
pieces
I
away.
need to go pay my tab. You go on ahead, I'll catch up.
All right, we'll meet you there.
I need you to roll me a D1.
Yours takes like, what is it, D100?
I need you to roll me 2 D100 rolls for this tab.
Also, out of context, where are we going again? I've completely
You're
lost track.
following the directions on the note to get to Dunn's apartment.
Gotcha.
$40 and $17.
We'll round that up to a even 60 tab. Even 60 gold. And one night at a tavern, that's kind of a lot. But yeah, 60.
Yeah,
You
one
had it.
tavern, that's kind of a lot, but that's about what I'd expect to pay after bar hopping, maybe.
True. And you guys have not hit the town here in Alpin, honestly. You head in quickly.
It's very
quick.
quick. It's very quick. Yori ducks in, finds Millie, and it's like, hey, I have an outstanding tab. I would like it to not be outstanding. What do I owe you? Oh, 60 gold? Cool.
Yes,
Here.
you walk past Yer again as he's like fixing the hole.
Well, and it also makes sense because of all the damage you did to the property. So.
That is correct. Yeah, you did break the bar.
And a chair. Or
Yeah,
something.
chair. That's right, chair too. Yeah. More things on Yer's list to make expert
Not just the
carpenter.
booth.
True, expert carpenter. Honestly, it'll be a fine job, sure. As you guys head past,
Copium.
yeah, it's super copium. As you head past the safe haven and head further into the city, you make your way to the side of a apartment kind of complex. The number is there on the wallpaper. Velitha, roll me a perception check. Because you're in the neighborhood, and I just want to see if you're able to spot the party. On a 10, you know, the party sticks out here. You're kind of like knocking door to door, heading down the steps, heading onto the street from another kind of apartment building, and you kind of head down. It's just a 2-story apartment building, and you kind of head down, and you're like kind of looking defeated, and you look over and see the group heading up to another building.
I'll jog over to him. Okay, guys.
I don't blame you for leaving. You gotta wrench these two arms to get anything out of them.
Yeah. Seemed like a dead end. What are you guys looking for?
Done, apparently. Yes, I know. I would rather not be.
So am I. So that works out.
As you guys make it to the building,
That one's his department.
Yeah, I know.
do the deception.
You checked all of the other ones, didn't you?
I had to. I went for brunch. Let's
How was
fucking
brunch?
go.
Easy, honestly, easy lie, not even hard. Went for brunch, had to sit down, had freaking mimosas.
I needed to think, man, drink my coffee and have a little snack without the constant chaos of being around you guys.
Understood, 100%.
Did not go door to door for the last 3 hours.
Who's taking the lead as you head up the stairs of this apartment? Kind of, I would say Yori and Velitha. Yori and Velitha are kind of talking here. Who in the party is kind of heading up first?
I think I will.
Just a marching order just for me.
I'm second.
Okay. Who's after Velitha? As you guys are walking towards, going past all the kind of the numbers, heading down the end to number 8. Just this mid-sized apartment.
Oh, after Velitha.
Okay. And the rest of you. L, are you putting
Should I knock? I might break his door.
you're putting the rear? You're putting up the rear. L,
He
you're
knows we're coming, so that you can just.
What?
you're the last person, correct?
Yes.
Roll me a perception check.
Wow.
On a 13, you see someone running on the roof. You see someone running on the roof. Kind of as you look, and you see them kind of jump toward this building. You hear a doom above you, and that's all you hear. You just like saw them kind of briefly, and you see them like jump to the kind of apartment building that Velitha just walked out of, and then just jump down, and then that thud, and they roll onto this building.
Did anyone see that?
See what?
Huh?
Sure, you
Someone
definitely
just ran
See
saw.
what?
Oh,
Keep your head down. They're above us.
Oh, where?
On the roof.
Man,
Which
are
one?
we being fucking chased after again? Swear to
Is it a-
God.
Pigeon again?
I don't know if it's
Nice.
again. I think this might just still be the same fucking pigeon.
Oh,
Yeah.
please, God, no.
Anyway.
Did I take a
Again.
pigeon this time? I can fly to him.
as you are knocking, oh, sorry, I shouldn't assume anything. Go ahead.
No, that's what it is. Yuri needs something to happen so that the like hitch in our continuing up the stairs doesn't, call it out that we noticed.
Oh yeah, you guys are just continuing on.
And
As-
in fact, if I could, all of that last ping of conversation, Yuri was translating mentally.
Oh, for sure. Very smart. Yeah, as you get to number 8, you definitely hear someone on the roof. I would say that since Elle was the last person, she saw them heading kind of here. Not getting out full details with a 13, I would say, but we just saw the shadow of them kind of moving on the roof.
Yeah, Yuri, like, solid fist on the door.
You hear a
So you
shuffle.
said he was expecting us.
Your passive perception, 16, correct. You hear shuffling of, oh, on my way, coming. Let me just move some of this away. Here. And then you hear another voice like, you need to tidy up this place some, Mr. Tanner. There's an order to the chaos. Let me just, as he says that,
If he opens the door and he's not wearing pants, I get to kill him, right?
as he opens the door, he's in fact wearing pants, but not wearing his hat. It's like,
Mr. Tanner, good day to you. You're a lucky man.
you all are here? Good. Someone sent me a message. I presume it was, one
It
of you.
wasn't.
Good. Well, come in. I've arranged some things. Come in the common area, and as you all enter the room,
I'm
you
going to hang back and just motion everyone through the door.
sure.
Okay.
All the rest of you kind of head inside. Yuri, you see kind of peeking her head down slowly, Linaria. Just her head like next to where like you're standing, like right next to you, Spider-Man style, honestly. Like, oh,
How far up to the roof is it?
from here,
Or did you say she's like literally on the wall next to me?
yeah, like she is already have like climbed
Oh,
down.
she's hanging down. Okay.
Yeah.
Yuri is not looking at her. He's seeing this with blind sight. So as he's like walking inside and pulling the door shut, he reaches out and just grabs blind behind him.
This is definitely a contested athletics for sure. Give me an athletics check. Jeez. So she has to get a natural 20. Okay. It's a natural 19. That's so freaking.
That's wow.
It's a natural 19. So right as like she's just like hanging back, you quickly just scoop her and grab her.
Fully by the face. He fully just like directly opposite where his whole body language is pointing, grabs her around the head with his hand and pulls her inside the room and sets her down.
Just like kind of there's a moment. I need you to roll a perception check as you do that. As you kind of walk in the room, there's a moment where Now that you're entering, you see the people in the room. There's a moment where the lizard folk has his hand on
Think it through.
a battle axe. There's a moment where you see Kleber look at you closely. And there's a moment where you see John already has his hand on his bow, like just like trying to think you through your next. Like, what you're going to? The other John.
Right.
This is Cyril.
This was very much a pick and place, like one motion, grab and put inside. So
Yeah.
he's like not touching her anymore and not even close.
Okay, yeah. There's a moment where like people looked at you kind of briefly, like grabbed things, and were like, and then like kind of things.
Consider your options.
And Shaxana noticeably is not moving. Not even. She's like, For someone to catch Lenari, that takes some measure of skill. And you see that Lenari kind of like dusting herself. She's like, I mean, it wasn't really that like special or anything. He just kind of grabbed me. I mean, that's cool, I guess. And you see her just like kind of walk to like sit down, not even on a couch or anything. She just like sits down on the floor. You see John like quickly like look, and just like sit back down. Hex is like, the big one has some skill. I wonder where they found him.
However, you need to make yourself feel better. Now, who sent Dunn the letter?
Well, and Don's like, I sent that letter. I wanted all of you here.
You just told me you got a letter from us. Or you assumed anyway.
Oh, I meant no. I meant like magically, like in my head, someone sent me something, thoughts, words in my head, and I responded back to them. One of you all, I think, the magic users.
Jerry looks directly at Valitha.
Oh. Oh yeah. Yeah, I reached out.
But in the room, you all see a torso kind of sitting near the window, looking, and you see him like pop open a gourd and like and drink something real fast and like put that behind him. And then you see Kleber, the one you met before, sitting somewhere. This common area is like, there's a lot of people in here right now. Let's be real. So it's snugly fitting all of you. You see Shaxana like sitting on one of the couches here. You see John just sitting by the window as well. Hex is just like leaning on a wall. And all the people you see. You see Hex kind of motion to Shaxana like, Teams Urbis and Otacoma and Goldwyn have other business to attend to, right? And Shaxana's like, they're looking into something for me. It's good to have them out in the field as well. He's like, he kind of just doesn't persist after, doesn't like kind of, he's like, just gives a subtle nod. So, well, everyone...
You don't want 20 people in a 2-person safe house, do you?
Yeah, it is rather snug in here. I'm sorry about that. But it's good to have all of you here. I wanted to go over things with everyone. I've met all of you over the course of some time, and you're all very capable. And it's good to have a capable lot when you have a large case, if that makes sense. I guess I'll introduce everyone to everyone. This is the Free Roamers, a group I've met very recently, group of adventurers. And this is the. You guys don't have a name, do you? But this is.
We hadn't considered the vanity.
True. Well, this is Stixori, Martin, Maros, Arthur, Cooked, and L. And on here we have Lady Shaxana and Velitha. I need you to roll me. Ooh. It's Shaxana Dubel. And I need you to roll me a history check on that name. Even on a 3. You would have heard the last name Dubel, but it's not one of the houses of Karin, so it's not a major house. Definitely a minor house. And Shaxana, this is Hext, John Siriel, and Corpus, and Clever Nun, the one we met before. And then Lunaria here. They're shifty type one. And you can just kind of see her just like wave him off. As some of you are aware, I first started this case after being hired by Henderson Trading Company, correct? To check on some strange disappearances that occurred during the past few months. And upon searching with this group of adventurers who don't have a collective name, I found some things. Well, what's that investigation for?
I was looking to see if he had any like bottles of wine or anything around.
Oh, not there, but there's a pot of like tea kind of on the desk. Oh yes, I guess one of you from the group, you can recount what we saw there, just for the rest of the free roamers here. He kind of points to one of you all.
Let's have it, Disorin.
What?
He wants to know what you all saw the first time you guys met. If you can remember out of character. If you can remember. I will help you as
Not
a
even
friendly DM. As a
slightly.
If you remember when you first picked up the notice on the board, on the community board, and met Dunn, you went down into the sewers and found something that looked like a makeshift lab that, for you personally, you remember a bunch of medical equipment down there, and you fought those blood oozes down there as well. And it was just strange that this was down there.
Oh, yes. The sewers.
The sewers.
The sewers. I remember.
Like, yeah, yes, we went to the sewers, correct. And it seemed like the Sahugan were up to something with... one of you mentioned it. Forgive me for prying, but you mentioned dragon's blood, which, for me, that is myths. That's something that is legendary.
Which part?
The dragon blood stuff.
He's saying dragon blood doesn't exist.
I wouldn't say
dragons don't exist.
What?
I didn't say dragons don't
probably.
exist. I didn't say dragons don't exist.
Dragons don't bleed. They don't
I
have
don't
blood.
know. He
Well,
really
no,
just
I
let it
didn't
go.
say. And you see a moment where Hex is like,
Junkantara, 1,000 shovels.
well, I wouldn't say dragons don't need. And you see a moment where Hex is looking like, actually, I need a perception check specifically from L here. Honestly, no, I'm sorry, a religion check. Sorry, a religion check specifically from you, as he's like, I didn't say dragons was this. You see Hex kind of looking a certain way. You see kind of around Hex's waist, there is like a sash that has the iconography of the swamp of the Quagmire. And there's a moment where he's like, you see him get like super serious when Don's like, I didn't say dragons didn't exist. I didn't. He's kind of looking at it. But you know this is someone is a follower of Rawlust, follower of the life archon. He's like, but I'm just saying that dragon's blood is extremely rare and extremely, not something that you would see and ever.
Oh yeah, no. So people would definitely not do some crazy rituals with it if they got their hands on it. No, I get it. I get it. It's all right. We'll keep
What do you
moving.
mean by that?
So after I decided, decided to withhold some of my findings with Henderson, I hoping to find some more information. And I tell you, I did. And you see Don gesture around the room, and you finally notice along the walls there are maps, papers, notes on certain things. You just see a vast number of kind of like charts and things on the walls. He's like, I did a bit of research and connected some things, and he kind of points to kind of Shixana's like, yes, so when we found Dunn, as we first were looking for work, actually he recruited us after an incident at Safe Haven. Incident with a mimic. But we we're looking at, as she points to the wall.
Those you guys?
And you can see like
Not
Corpus
the
is.
cause of the hole. They fixed it.
Yeah, not me personally. She'll kind of point Klebs here and Klebs, Corpus, and the others who aren't here. They handled it well. They actually.
Wait, okay, so you guys weren't the ones that brought the mimic in there.
Oh, definitely not.
Okay,
We would have.
That was crazy.
You see,
right?
this is what
It
she
makes
looks.
no sense.
She's like,
Let's be clear. If you had been the ones to do that, we'd not be having this conversation.
That's why I was just making
of
sure. I
course.
just wanted to.
Of course.
Our
Well,
opinion of you would be subterranean.
and you see kind of Klebs like, look at Shax like, you really think we would bring a mimic all the way
Oh,
from
that's stupid. Who does that?
bring a mimic into a bar and then like bring it all the way from whatever place they pulled it out of, and then
Yes.
not check it for traps or anything along the way, and not like hit it with the back end of their weapon, or like try and open it, or like, who does that? Yeah. Amateurs.
Fundamentals,
That's
you
you.
check it
People
when
who
you
drink
find it.
people who drink light beer. No, don't use their brains. That's
Gotcha.
you see Shaxon like, that's enough, Klebs. So we took care of the mimic. Dunn recruited us, and we did some more. We looked at his notes and looked at his maps here, and he told us that he noticed a lot of the attacks on the sea were centered around some locations here. And we went out there to one of those one of those islands, and found a ship, a broken ship. And we were attacked by Sahugan, a magic user too from the Sahugan as well. It seems the ship belonged to Points to Dunn. A Chaos Seagrave, a local marauder. Used to be dealing smuggling and a little bit of piracy here and there if he could. But the Fury, his ship, was in there and there was no sign of him. And as our robotic friend, Otacoma, went doing some snooping on below, they found the deceased members of the Fury, that crew. But no sign of Chaos Seagrave. And they've been missing for some months, and it lines up with the timeline of when before the original disappearances happened. So I was thinking that it has to be connected. But as we exited that area, we had a cold trail for a week until literally it fell in our laps yesterday. When the ship crashed into the dock. As I looked at these creatures, I knew that they had been changed by some means. And you see him like looking down. That is all we know is that seeing you all here. Do you have anything new? You guys were on the scene before us.
What?
What bloody hell
Oh.
is that?
The tea. You want some?
Who the fuck drinks tea through a straw? Sorry, I just had to make that.
It's good. There's
I
a
don't know
moment where
why you guys. Are these are straws, right? You just have a collection of straws on your desk.
those aren't straws. Those are instruments that I use for to
I do not finish that sentence.
I am.
Yuri puts the cup and the sounding rod back on the table.
Yeah.
Does anybody have a cigarette?
What?
There's a look. Oh man, there's actually. There's a moment where John looks at you.
Yuri passes you a tinderbox and a case of like papers.
Somewhere where John looks at you and is like, the stuff I have, this thing of the herbs I collected from the woods may not be appropriate for right now.
I think that sounds just about appropriate.
There's a bit of camaraderie between the two of you. As you guys look at each other, he's like, yes, you are not. He's like, a little later. He's like, well, so, did you guys were able to look at the scene before we could, before the Knights of Gold came at us? Was there anything that you all found? We're still piecing together things here. I know that the Sahuagin, possibly the Sahuagin, were taking people, experimenting with dragon's blood, and there's more here. There's an increase. One of my researcher friends has told me there's an increased amount of attacks of the Sahuagin in the span of these few months as well. Along kind of, and he shows you kind of the sea chart and like just pointing out some of like the route kind of stuff. I think it's like some could write it off as, the Sahuagin are just doing what they always do, but it's troubling that all these things are happening at once.
The Sahuagin are aquatic, right?
Yes, they are, though a bit amphibious. They can...
Why would they pilot a ship into a dock?
This is true.
They do not need a ship.
No. Though...
I didn't find anything on the ship. Did any of you?
I didn't go on the ship.
Not on the ship, but I found this. Pulls out fish scale. Shows fish scale.
Shows. You see a moment where Shaxana looks at Dunn. Oh, and he kind of pulls out a magnifying glass and looks, and he's like, oh, it's Meg. And you see him like kind of rifle to go back into one of like the other rooms, pulls out another scale that you guys know, even without a roll. This was one of the ones that you found in the lab. Like, oh no, I see. So where did you find this scale, Belitha?
On the docks after the shipwreck attack thing.
So they were there.
We knew they were there. What do you mean?
No, I mean, they must have been watching the situation. Was there any other signs of the Sugan there? Did you see anything?
Well, I mean, there was a Sugan.
I don't remember.
Hello, look, he's like, this isn't enough. You can kind of see him kind of looking down. Well, I'll tell you my plan. I think before we get... Well, Shaxana Possum's like, I know we left before the authorities got there, before the Knights of Gold. Is there any way we could, like, clue them in on this? Like, I don't understand, Dunn. Like, and you get down, you kind of see... You see Dunn kind of looking down, like, just... And you can kind of feel like that. I think an insight check from folks, but I honestly, passive insight, you can kind of get that vibe from everyone. They're like, yeah, like, why trust just us with this? And you kind of see Dunn just, like, looking down. Kind of thinking. Was anyone doing anything as he's, like, just kind of, like, pondering that?
I was just rolling a cigarette.
I see him like kind of way. He's like, I understand what you mean, but I went to the consortium now. They would, I mean, you see how quickly Henderson quickly accepted my story first time and just pushed it to the side and wanted no dealing with this. I think before we get the consortium involved, we need concrete proof.
Are you telling me you are not a convincing liar?
I'm not the lying sort. I just think we need more concrete proof of the danger of what the Sogan are doing before we involve them. Also, we need possibly the support of a member of the consortium. Someone not from Henderson Trading Company, but someone else on the consortium. Someone who will bring it forth and give us legitimacy.
What reason do the consortium have to sweep this under the rug?
Well, to keep... The consortium is a group of all of the business leaders in Alpin. To keep this facade that things are okay, they would definitely not address this issue. The Sahugan have always attacked ships. That was what I think they would say. The Sahugan have always attacked ships. We deal with the threat as it comes. But what if this is more than just Sahugan acting out? What if this is something bigger than that?
Like what?
I don't know. if
It
this-
doesn't matter. When was the last time our ship was run into the docks?
you know, they will try to explain this away as an isolated, as an accident of some kind, but that is that in my whole time being in the city, never happened. And I'm not, to my knowledge, that has happened before. Accidents do happen, but it seems the intent here was malicious. And a member of the Knights of Gold did die. This is
Anyone feel the need for any more concrete evidence than a dead Knight of Gold?
No, it was
No.
not this. I don't know.
I'm good with that.
Fletcher?
I don't.
It's like here's Shaxana kind of pipes up and is like, how about this done? How about the free roamers find more proof, something concrete that the Sahugan are planning something on the scale that you say it is.
So you have a lead.
You see Lunaria kind of look and say, yeah, well, that's
What?
That's like John's work. John's like, so I've been away from the city a little bit. I actually have Goldwyn, Ultacoma, and Urbis on a little scouting mission from me. Scouting the coastline, miles out from Albin. Places where we might think Sahugan could mount some kind of base camp or an assault on Albin, strategically speaking. So I kind of have them there watching that. That's kind of the lead we're doing right now. We were gonna look for some other things at Chixana's behest as well. That's kind of the big one that we have now. And he's like, Don's like, that is good. And Chixana will kind of be like, how about this other group here find a way to gain support of a member of the consortium? I have to.
Hey, Don,
He's like, yes, Morris.
do you know if any of the merchants, craftsmen in town have ties to the Arcane Brotherhood?
Okay, brother. It's like, okay, brother. Well, I know of Alafay Furon, the Tinkerer, kind of in this area. She has some ties with the Arcane Brotherhood. I'm not sure about the other merchants in town or the ones in the oddity per se, but I know that she is definitely one.
Okay. Morris just, put his cigarette in his mouth but not light it. And I will patiently wait till
Yoda takes the case and starts rolling a cigarette of his own.
John's looking at the two of you. He's like, he really wants to. He doesn't know if this leader's gonna get that vibe. He's like, I just see, wait a minute. You rolled a natural 20 sleight of hand. There's a moment where you see him like, are you kind of preparing one too? He's like, there's gonna be a smoke break after this. He's like, but yeah, yes, there's one member that I know of Arcane Brotherhood. But that is a decent plan if we we do have a lot of manpower here, for what it's worth. I guess we Romans could look for more evidence of the Sohogan finding concrete proof. Because the Knights of Gold currently, if I get my ear to the ground correctly, just think it was some beast that attacked the dock. They don't know if the perpetrators of this ordeal. Though they were looking for some people who were down at the docks. I did not know if they knew that you all were there or that we were there, but there was some reports to them that other people were down at the docks. From the folks who you rescued, they recounted you all too. So be careful, Knights of Gold. If they stop you, just explain away what you can. You were adventurers being good citizens or something. They'll buy that. But yes, if you all can somehow garner the favor of someone on the consortium, you can have a good claim here, and hopefully things will. Okay. And
Did you say
see
what the tinker's name was?
Alife Furon. And Cooch, you know that name for sure because you went to her. Honestly, same with Yori. We've done lots of dealings with her. It's like, how does that plan sound, though? I know that there is no monetary reward that I can give you all for this, but there's something brewing here, something bigger than us. It's a mystery. And you see kind of Ixana look at Klebs and be like, and they nod to each other and it's like, well, then that's what the free roamers. That's why me and Klebs started the free roamers. To find the mysteries of Erd. And if this is one of them, we'll see it through. But what of you all? And she'll kind of motion to the party.
I'm gonna start by smoking a cigarette, and then I'm gonna go to the tinker.
I'll let yours and then mine.
Try.
John looks super left out. He's like,
I will take my lit cigarette and reach over and light his with my
he's
ember.
like, social link increased. John's like, hell yeah.
With the birth of the smoking persona.
With the birth of the smoking.
So I think, yeah, Yori takes a fucking long drag and then pulls his helmet out and puts it on, and then just the smoke like emanates out of the helmet as he's talking.
Well, frankly, I couldn't care less, but I'll do what these want to do. It seems like it could be useful to get the favor of a consortium member.
They are
Might come in handy with our current job.
They are the ruling body of this fair city. And you see a seriousness in Dunn that only shows up sometimes. He's like, as he pulls out, a small silver ring. And I need a perception check from anyone else looking at Dunn here.
Oh, it finally came through. Jeez.
The sleight of hand, she's perception check from anyone just looking at Dunn as he is looking down seriously at the ring that he just pulled out.
Yeah.
17, a 12. a 19.
There we go. The glasses.
The
work.
glasses, dude. You cleaned them off. They're good. Elle, what are you doing as you are looking around? You're looking at Dunn. 18. So, Mars, you don't really see it. You just see him looking at the ring. So, Jory, Eltha, Koopt, and Elle, you see him look at the ring. And it's like, well, and you see him kind of whisper, like, well, you can do right by 2G. You guys hear that for sure. And Coot, with the glasses give you details, right? You see inscribed in the kind of the inside of the ring, there's a name. He's like, and you see him kind of look and tuck the ring away and kind of put it on his hat, put his hat back on. He's like, well, you kind of see him a little like choked up a little bit. He's like, well, we can let's get to it. Thank you all for coming. I will, if anyone wants a monetary value from this, I will see what I can do.
Yes.
Yes.
I know that's how you adventurers work. And there's a moment where like Shaxon's like, that would be good. I will figure out something from my coffers for this. You will be taken care of. Anything you need for this. Let's solve this mystery.
Yeah, whatever. Do you four want lunch before or after we go rattle a consortium number?
I'll do it after. I don't want to forget this person's name.
Hmm.
As
That does seem like it would happen.
Yeah. well,
as you kind of take a, is anyone kind of talking to anyone else of the free roamers? Yeah. Kind of free reign. People are kind of discussing things with Dunn, like, yeah, well, we need to check there too, and like kind of there's kind of some conversation happening here. Anyone? I'm just asking for a friend.
Full party of invested players.
We are so invested, you know. We're
Maros
just
is full on facing the door.
Elle, Cooked, anything you want to say to anyone that's in this current room? Because you may not see them for a little bit. First, Velitha too. I'm sorry.
Wow. DM forgetting about Velitha.
Velitha, no, there's a specific reason why I said why I phrased it like that.
Kook doesn't really have much to sort of say other than to just like he's been if anyone's partially noticed, he's been having a very spacey day today. So
yeah, you kind of see as you look over at kind of John, you notice like another, but you noticed this before on the way to Caligo. This is another skilled ranger, and you kind of get that vibe from him as you kind of look over at him, and you kind of see Corpus kind of regards you. He's like, well, I do need a drink first. And you see him like, there's a moment where he like almost jumps out of the window and just puts his hands in, and you hear a hitting the ground below. And this Klebs, he's like, the frog died. I don't know what happened to him. Checks on that. The frog's just dead. You just see like him walking. It's like, I'm a turtle. I'm a turtle. I've said it many times. I'm a turtle. Frog.
Well, I could go for a drink too.
I'm starting to think I need one.
Well,
As you all make
another
your
day,
way,
another day to drink. Am I right, guys?
as you make your way out, Velitha, you see Shaxana looking at you, kind of studying you briefly. Like, so like, kind of call it to you like, Velitha, was it? Kind of, she'll stand up and kind of hold out her hand to you. Velitha, was it?
Yeah. Shaxana?
Yeah.
Did
she's
not
like,
catch your last name.
Dubel.
Dubel.
How long have you been away from Kokarin?
Well, you know, like a while, several years, at least 10. I don't know. Been a little bit.
And you see like a brief smile on her. She's like, it's been shorter for me. The outside world is vast. And good luck on this. And you sense like someone who knows, someone who is at the beginning of this wandering out from the Kingdom of Elves. And you get a sense of like, though you feel like you've just started, like it's only been a couple of years for them. And you think of contrasting to like someone like Paz, who has encapsulated themselves in Wanderlust. You just feel this kind of connection between the two of you. Well, good luck, Velitha.
You too.
And
Buy her a drink or something. Come on.
And as you guys exit, Lenaria's like, you're not going to get me next time, big guy.
Sorry, who are you?
Whatever. As you guys exit out onto heading down to the street, where are you guys headed?
I want to talk to the Tinkerer.
Yeah, let's follow Esif. Let's follow Cooked and see what he's doing. Or, fuck, I've done it
He
again.
did it again. They did it again. They really, they really
What's
did
a
it.
fucking session?
Nosebleed.
God,
They really did it. I'm proud of them. As a DM, I couldn't be more proud. I mess up names all the time.
I need to do that more so I can do this less.
I mess up names all the time. It's okay. I've called Elle and Velitha. I mix that shit up all the time.
Ellen Vel is fine. I'm not mixing up their names. I'm mixing up their players.
This is Grady. Grady plays Maros. And also played Erebus multiple times. We love.
Do you prefer Matt or Grady? I've never asked.
Honestly, I'm not really particular about either. I don't really like Matthew.
I feel
Right,
that.
sick. Cool.
It's because we have so many Matts and we have a couple of Matts in the group, so it's just we take folks' last name.
Yeah. I'm like that person that everybody says their first and last name, so like either. Or you can do both if you want. Not particular.
You're the fourth Chris Kyle of your community.
Yeah.
Default average man.
Default avatar.
Default avatar. It's like, hey guys, I'm Chris. It's like, when I'm John. No, but
What tinker is this? Are we going? Not the guy that made your crossbow, right?
oh
No, I think it was someone that Yuri and Kooks went to for
yeah,
stuff.
Alafe, the Yanti thinker in Eureka Corner.
Oh, okay. For some reason, you said Yuan-Ti, but like I was only thinking of the time that Kooked got quick drawed on by a tiefling.
Oh, that was a
That
that was
was
a
not-
Bon
that
a
was
Bon
not the
Hen
tinker.
tiefling. That was the leather worker, and you have not interacted with her that much yet. And, oh, but you could at any point. I would like to see you outdraw the. Kook didn't flinch though. That's what. He's got that dog in him for sure. But
Get out here.
yeah, Mars. From here, just give me the history. You've been to this place because I remember everyone went. They just couldn't fit inside because it's kind of cluttered. Yeah. As you guys step out on the street. You hit a loading zone, honestly. No, but hit a loading zone, truly. And yeah, you guys step out on the street, and
Quick
Mars.
DM, what's our tooltip? Tooltip.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, when in loading screens, there's like the. There's
Oh,
like
when into Alvin is a great city, a fine port city. Many ships come from all over, from the provinces of Wei to the far reaches. It's like you click through. Press the action button. No, but as you guys walk, you remember the way from here. Maros, you're taking the lead on here. You make it to the Eureka Corner, the small shop sandwiched between two other buildings. A kind of a, if you remember, a dwarven kind of East dwarven man owning the shop to the left, and a human kind of florist owning the shop to the right.
I saw that in the Alpha shop.
Yeah, you head up toward the door. That it's functioning as a door. It's doing its best.
I will try to hold it open behind me for anybody else that chooses to try to squeeze in.
It's a no-go from Yori.
Yeah, I don't think it's really cluttered in here. Honestly, if I showed you there's a map for it, but just so you have an idea of what's going on. There are inventions lined on the walls. Aliface, you hear like a, oh, wait, hello?
Hi.
Welcome to Eureka Corner. We have all manner of things for your magical needs.
Nice. So, word on the street is you're part of the Arcane Brotherhood.
And you could already see her like working on some other stuff. She's like actually she has an arcane firearm like fully disassembled in front of her, and you see like the branch of white wood at its core kind of fully out. She's like kind of working with it. She's like you see glasses, kind of goggles on face, snake hair kind of tucked behind her. Like, I'm a part of the Arcane Brotherhood, yeah. And she kind of like reaches back and like moves some stuff out of the way, and you see the symbol, the A of the Arcane Brotherhood, like on a plaque behind. Kind of she like slides some stuff out of the way. She's like, part of the Arcane Brotherhood. What is it to you?
Well, I'm also part of it.
Oh, that's very nice.
You know, some mutual ground, but and I kind of ran into an interesting issue where
Hmm.
you know I don't really know a lot of people from around here,
Sure.
and looking
like-
for some political leverage with the compendium.
Oh,
And
you
I was
mean?
wondering if
She's like, you mean the consortium? He's like, you hear? Ah, shit.
yeah.
She's like, you can see like disassembling the parts again, like having it fully spread out again. She's like, that's not it. Yes. Continue.
Yeah, I was just, you know, I was wondering if maybe, you know, I could help you out with some of your craft stuff and, you know, vice versa politically my way. If, you know, if you happen to have some political ties in the area.
She's like, you see her like pull the glasses, the kind of goggles up. You see like the hood come down, like say, tss, like her snake hair kind of move about. She's like, first off, I don't have any really political games in this. I don't really want to do that in the city. I am fine being a humble merchant here. Though, wait, you probably couldn't help me do any tinkering stuff. She like looks you up and down. She's like, you don't seem like a tinkerer by trade. But what do I know? What do I know? I hear. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. The natural one. Well, all I really know is the consortium. There are some members of the consortium from some of the merchants here. It is known that they serve on the boards, though they aren't like lavishly going out publicly like, oh yes, I'm on the consortium. Da, 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 da. They're not doing things like that. But I am not one of those people. I'm simply a member of the Arcane Brotherhood and a merchant here. Though a place to try is the Pleasure District, I guess. Maybe some of the merchants there, or some of the places there. I'm not sure. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure. But
Fair enough.
but is there anything else I can help you all with? Is there anything in particular you wanted from your rear corner? I have things everywhere. Some things are failed things, experiments. I don't know, but take a look. Anything else you guys want from Aliphae? As you hear in your good corner, there are many of strange magical items, consumables. The one Cooked already has that he has not used yet, which I thought he might use on the road to Calico, but you still have one. You still have a condensed fireball spell.
Oh, jeez, I forgot about that.
Just cast in the marble.
Wait, actually, what was that? Oh, dude, I think I got it, but I didn't write it down in my notes. That's why I thought
No, please write that down now. It's a condensed fireball. I think this was say DC was like a 13 or 14 for that one. Actually, I can pull that up right now because it's a 5th level spell, correct? I can pull that up right now. 5th level spell. ADC. What? It is a rare item. The spell save DC for this is a 17. Please write this down.
DC. Whoa, wait, whoa.
The DC 17 fireball spell. Right? Fireball is fireball a 5th or 4th level spell?
I don't
Let's
know.
double check. Fireball is a 3rd level spell, so I'm a liar. Spell save DC is 15 for that. 15. DC 15 condensed fireball, basically. Just cast when you throw it on contact, it casts a fireball spell, which is 8d6 fire damage on the DC 15.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's crazy. I completely forgot about that, even though I made a big fucking deal about it. When
Yes, you did. You as you look in the corner, like in this, there's like just drawers of stuff like that you can just pull out. Kind of where you got that condensed fireball. But yeah, there's all manner of things that you can grab or kind of bring up to her if you so please. But really, she didn't really have the information that. Well, she did give you something, at least something on that natural one. She gave you something.
Give me something.
Mm-hmm. She gave you a little, just maybe the Pleasure District is a place to try, and that's like just common knowledge. That
Huh. Well then.
well, what do you all do?
Time for lunch.
Sure. You guys exit, the folks who could fit in here exit. You're just like, well, come back anytime. And you see her put the goggles back on, kind of put her hood back on. The snakes just retreat kind of close to her neck, and she's trying to reassemble this arcane firearm again. As you guys are back on the street, you're heading to where?
Pleasure District.
Mara's still at the lead here?
Guess so.
Okay. Roll me an investigation. If anyone wants to help Mara's... I mean, the Pleasure District is not hard to find. Honestly. Natural 20. On a natural 20. You head down. Having... Actually, as you guys are following Maros, he seems to like know exactly where he's going. Which is like... strange, because you were in the city for a couple... like maybe a week or so. Prior to like, you know, leaving and then coming back. You even had a chance to like really immerse yourself into the city. But Maros just seems to just know where he's going. Quickly getting to the edge of the Pleasure District. And as you step around the corner, you see just kind of restaurants, taverns, expensive shops. Like as you look in the window, there's like the level of like designer clothing. Honestly, place of those fancy clothes you got where that hobgoblin was. I honestly forget what that tailor was called. Did we name that? Did we name that tailor? I don't know. I don't know if we did, but yeah, that tailor is here. As you kind of walk past L, that sticks out to you because that's where you got your armor's dress, honestly. As you move forward, where are you guys stopping along in the Pleasure District? It's bustling here right now. It's like 6th Street at peak hours, honestly.
Hmm. Is it just our party, or are we with the?
The free roamers?
Yeah.
No, the free roamers.
Just us, and we're following you.
Yeah, it's just y'all. Free roamers that have their own mission to deal with.
Gotcha. Actually, what time is it?
It is. You guys wandered around a little bit. It is probably. Oh, geez. Noon. Probably now.
How
So-
far away? How far away is the Sky Temple from Pleasure District?
From here. That is like kind of near like the. I said it was like kind of near the center square almost. You could get to the Temple of the Sky Song from here for sure. You have to just probably like break off from Pleasure to go down a street or two and make it to the square. But yeah, if you wanted to break off alone and do that, you could do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna mention to everyone. It's like, hey, we talked about the rods earlier. That actually piqued my interest. I think I'm gonna try talking to Zolomon again. If you guys want to come with, you can come with. If you guys do your own thing, you do your own thing.
Don't die.
All right. Well, we'll
You
see you
don't
guys.
want anyone to come with you?
What's up, Yori?
You don't want any of us to come with you?
I mean, it's more like you want to come along, feel free. Like, I don't mind company, but at the same time, if you want to go off and do your own thing, also feel free.
I'll go with you.
Alrighty. Anyone else want to tag along?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay. Veltha, wait, you guys staying put or what?
I'm gonna stay here.
Okay.
I'm not really feeling it.
Okay. And Vel,
Yeah, I need to do some thinking, so you go ahead.
Alrighty then.
So
I'll see you guys in a bit.
Maros, El, and Velitha, you're staying in the Pleasure District. Or
Yeah.
okay, and then Yori and Koot going to Temple of the Sky Song. Okay. We will. As you guys break off and go toward the street and leaving Velitha, Maros, and El, the group in the Pleasure District, where are you guys going?
Huh?
As you guys are kind of just like watching the bustling of the Pleasure District, is there any kind of destination that you have in mind here?
Nothing in particular.
I would say
Not really.
if you're looking for for information on the consortium, any members here, just investigation checks to ask kind of questions or like perception or anything that you can argue that you would use to kind of catch the vibe of trying to find some information on consortium members here. What are you looking for, Moros, with perception roll? Also, yeah, same with you, El, Veltha. Perception, investigation, insight, anything that you think might help you find some information on the members of the consortium right here in the Pleasure District.
Not my day.
Yeah. Yeah, you're looking around and you are in kind of in thought, thinking on what your next move is. There's a creeping. You're really not paying attention to what's going on. Alamaros, though, as you look around, you seeing kind of the flow of some businesses here, and you hear. I would say you hear on a 17 and 16, you hear a bit of gossip from someone. There's a tabaxi kind of woman talking with a goblin, and you see them kind of hush, kind of talking to each other like, I heard they are recently on the consortium. Very strange. Very strange rise for them, but well, good for them. And you kind of see the goblin kind of went back. Well, it is a well busy establishment, so I guess it deserved seat. It's like, well, I have not been there yet. What was the place? Oh, it was the Sea's Delight, from what I remember. Nice place. We should go there. We should go there sometime. And you can kind of like, as you listen into the conversation, you see the two of them kind of head further down the street.
I follow them.
Roll me. Oh, jeez. I think with that, as you follow them, they don't. I would say, give me a stealth check, all three of you.
Oh my god.
We said we pick this up next week when I can roll better. What do you think about that one, Chief?
We are going to cut away from as Maros, as you like catch you, as you guys you're following them, presumably heading toward the Sea's Delight. You like full on just like fall, tripping over a box, and Maros, you just like quickly grab her before she like makes too much noise. Like Elle is just like, you're looking at them. We're gonna cut away from all of you guys as you're heading and following these two high class folks for the Sea's Delight.
Dude, I can literally count on my hands the amount of times I've rolled more than 10 this session. It's 6.
Sad.
Koot and Yori, as you guys make your way, Koot, you're familiar to get to the Temple of the Sky Song. You head and you see the large stairs, and you see stone pillars carved with clouds and dragons moving all the way up toward the top of the building. You see the large windmill spinning blissfully in the wind. As you walk the stairs, head towards the gates, what are you guys doing?
I'll mention to Yori, it's like, hey, if you want to like sort of come in, like sort of look around the place while I like do my thing.
That was my plan, yes.
All right. Well, yeah, let's head inside then.
As you step and push
So we
past.
head inside, Josh.
Sorry, I'm ADHD. It's crazy, by the way.
Just about to say something.
Yeah,
Josh.
literally ADHD, by the way. Yeah, hardware muted, and I was like, as you push past the heavy doors of the temple, you head in and see that stone pillar. You saw that spinning and grinding slowly, the moving of the windmill. You feel this. You feel the gravity of the space. You see those people. Gory, you haven't seen this, but you see there's people in those kind of temple robes, just simple shirts, simple blue, light blue shirts, wearing kind of white sashes around their shoulders. And one of the monks will come up to you and be like, "Welcome to the Temple of the Sky Song. You are open to worship in any way here." And for Yori, you see kind of walking in a sailor kind of take his hat off, kind of put it on his heart, and he's like, "With fair skies and fair travels." And he puts a piece of gold on the altar and puts his hat on, kind of gives one of the monks a bow, and then heads out. But on the walls, there's all of these like beautiful paintings of just dragons flying up toward the sky. It's lovely here. As you head toward the altar, what are the two of you guys doing in this space?
I'm gonna sort of find a spot to pray to Zolomon.
Yori, as Koot kind of gets low, what do you do here?
Find a place toward the wall where it's not awkward for me to just stand and keep an eye on Koot.
Koot, what do you have to offer here at the altar?
This might be a bit wild. I don't even know if this is even feasible. Can I place the rod on the altar?
How are you gonna do that?
Out of character, I will say that that's probably a really, really bad idea.
Okay.
But it's up to you if you want to do that. But you have to remember the gravity of like touching one of these and like what happened to you, Kook's father, when he touched one of them.
That's true.
You need to be very careful. But if that is what you want to do,
No, I'm not gonna go ahead and fucking sabotage everything here. Not just yet, at least.
yeah,
Um,
kill Kook's arc.
Kill Kook Dark. Yeah.
Yori rolling his shit.
God, I don't even know what I forgot. Like what to fucking offer. Can I just like offer like 100 gold?
You could.
Like
yeah.
on. All right.
You place 100 gold on the altar. I need you to roll me a d100 for sure.
All right.
As you sit on the altar and to pray and feel that kind of wind rush around you and that smell of ozone before the storm, you still feel yourself in the building. You don't feel yourself somewhere else, but you hear a voice speak to you. It says slowly, "My winged child, what is it you come before me? What is it you need?"
Well, hello again, Solomon. It's been a minute. Just want to give you a little status report on things. So I found the rod that ultimately killed my father and uncle. But apparently the second part of the rod apparently just floated up and went in a very peculiar direction. So I come before you to ask, could you possibly point me in the right direction to where to go next?
You see before you escape here, and you see a Kinku's hand on the rod. And you see him casting wind spells at a party of adventurers on a mountaintop. And you see them rushing out of the way of this wind elemental that he's conjured, and dark wind around him. You see him struck down. You see a tiefling reach their hand, touch the rod, and are instantly pulled away from it. And right as you see a Genasi try to destroy the rod, it and blows. And you see the rod moving toward, leaving from this mountaintop. You see it zoom out. An unfamiliar kind of continent to you. And you see it moving toward the west. Towards Arvyre. And that's where we're going to end it.
Damn. We love a good cliffhanger, don't we?
Yes, we do.
That was
But
really
yeah.
nice, honestly. That was a nice cliffhanger.
Well, you know, vibe's good. You guys did, you know,
There you
Not-
son of a bitch.
nice.
I just saw what you put in OCC.
Yeah, I see that too.
Happy, just be happy this was like RP only, alright?
Yeah. Yeah, you guys, I mean, Cooked, you did pretty well for RP only. You know, sometimes in combat, Cooked's like, I am a human being now. I'm a humanoid. But yeah, good session, guys. Thank you for indulging in this. And I'll see you guys. Actually, we're taking a little break next week for
Hell yeah.
Arthur to be
It's
the
me.
the DM a
Well-
session. I get to be a player, which is so fun. I get to just
Damn.
kick back
you don't,
and
you don't have to mute
You
this.
guys are gonna die.
I can't mute to laugh.
With my offhanded comment of like, oh, I got woken up. I was still sleepy. But I know that it would ruin all of my rolls for the entire
True.
session. Velitha needs to sleep.
Truly, there's something going on there, but we'll figure that out. And you know, the L's dealing with something too. Who knows what that's about? I don't know
I
anything.
was going through the fuck it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
What is her problem? Like,
Life. my
We'll
dudes.
find out more next time, maybe.
Oh,
called
Dragon Ball Z.
shot. But yeah,
On
Dragon D's nuts.
Dragon D's nuts, that's right.
Called shot. The next time we see a Knight of Gold on horseback, I'm clotheslining them.
Oh, hell yeah, I'll loot the body with you.
Okay.
I was gonna curl up into a ball and cry.
Well, you know, we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.